Oh, yeah. What's up, guys? Big day, June 1st. It's Pride Month, guys. I got the shades on, which means it's party time. We gotta celebrate this win. This is a Johnny Depp win. It looks like he won his case against Amber Heard. She defamed him, and it was proven. And we could say that now. She defamed him. And she did. She also abused him. What up, Barney? What up, gang? Pile on in, guys. Let's get right to it. I've pulled up in Discord. If you guys want to hop in the Discord and chit chat with me, I've pulled up, boom, all of the juice from today. We have the moment the verdict is read. We're gonna watch it. Just happened. I haven't watched it yet. You get my reaction
yes!
live.
Hi!
What up, Arianthe? Big
hey!
day. Happy Pride Month. Happy Johnny Depp Day.
Happy Johnny Depp Day. Happy Pride Month. Today is also like National Narcissism Day or something like that.
Oops.
Yeah. So, I mean, we couldn't have asked for a better day.
Let's wipe that one away. Let's just remove that one from the calendar. We got too much good shit this month.
It came at a very good time because, I mean, how fitting for it to be National Narcissism Awareness Day and Amber Heard get nailed.
Choose Ted Bundy's birthday or something. Like, why today for Narcissism Day? That's not, choose Ted Bundy or like Epstein's birthday. Why Depp? Why today? This is good news. It's a good day. I
just saw Paranormal Ellison say June 1st will now be the day that they almost caught Captain Jack.
The day they almost caught Captain Jack. He skated away clean. So I'm assuming everyone else in the world has probably seen this read. I pulled up an 11-minute clip just to kind of open the show up, and let's get the juice. I figure we can spend the day watching compilations of Amber Heard looking stupid in court, since we have get all of our ha-has out of the way. Since now that the verdict's read, Arianthe, we have a very serious true crime rundown we're gonna do on this whole thing.
I worked so hard on that. You guys have no idea.
It's going to be so much fun to go through. It's going to be.
I don't even think I left my chair for like a week.
Oh, it is a thorough timeline too. She's got links.
I found all kinds of links. I found PDFs of court records. I found videos of just crazy shit, right? Mm-hmm. And so I worked my ass off on that.
You probably know more about this case than the attorneys that represented her. Honestly,
probably.
Like at this point, she's with like deep research, guys. I have one of the most thorough timelines I've ever seen on a relationship. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this is a timeline of their relationship, and that's probably how
from the time they met until they got divorced.
Yeah. So I figure we'll base the series off of like running it down that way, you know?
Yeah.
But we got to get all the the funny shitting on Amber Heard out of the way. And what better day to do it than Johnny Depp Day?
Johnny fucking Depp Day.
National Narcissist Day. That's such a bad. That's bad.
I saw someone say it on Twitter, and I was like, oh.
Like what? Oh no! Choose Ted Bundy's birthday. This is Johnny Depp Day. This is the day they almost caught Captain Jack, and they didn't. Amber Heard defamed this man. We can say that legally. That's not libelous. I can say it, Jameson. Jameson, I can say it.
Jameson.
I've got a drink in my hand and sunglasses on. It's party time. Let's do this. So I assume this is a long form. Like this is from Extra.
It's pretty long.
And so we can talk through it. I'm gonna turn the volume down a bit so when it gets to the juice, we'll kind of turn back up again. But say shame Johnny wasn't there. Yeah, Johnny's not here, huh? He's gigging. He's already playing with Jeff Beck and stuff, and like he's already hitting the scene, man. Wouldn't it be cool if the talent buyer I work for booked his band?
All right, is it unanimous? Thank you, sir.
Her fucking face. She's so smug. She was so confident.
In civil case number CL 2019
Ooh.
2911.
She sits, you're right. She sits with this like righteous posture sometimes. The only way I can word it. It's like a righteous posture. And it's not, it's false.
Op-ed entitled Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change.
Yes,
In the
Elson.
Washington Post online
Yes.
edition. Quote, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. End quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes.
Just saying. The answer was yes. I don't know. I'm already pumped. This is already so satisfying just to see it go his way.
Question, the statement is about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false. Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes.
Yes.
Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Answer, yes.
Yes.
Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of this statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication.
Oh, look at her face. She
I
has to
know.
face it. It's like, it's like it's sent from God. I needed it today. I'm so glad. Oh, my gosh.
To someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes.
Ooh. You've been found to be malicious.
As to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled A Transformative Moment for Women in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition. Quote, then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard?
Here's Graph.
Answer, yes.
Mega pints for everyone.
Statement was about Mr. Depp.
Mega pints. It's a party.
Yes. Question, the statement was false.
Merc's even got his party glasses on.
I got my new prescription shades on.
Statement has a defamatory
I'm so excited about them.
Mr. Depp.
They look good.
Answer.
Thank you so
yes.
much.
Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp. Answer, yes.
We all know you defamed him. The answer is yes.
Yeah.
We all know it.
Heard acted with actual malice. Answer, yes.
Just gonna keep hitting the cheers, damn it.
The statement appearing in the op-ed entitled A Transformative Moment for Women in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition. Quote, I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false. Answer, yes.
We all know you were talking
Question,
about
the
him.
statement
We all know it was a lie.
Implication about Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard. Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of this statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp. Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. As against Amber Heard, we the jury award contemptuous
I just wish that gallery was hype. Just half of the gallery, just like.
As against Amber Heard, we the jury award punitive damages in the amount of $5 million. In civil case number CL 2019,
Yo!
Ms. Heard's claim against Mr. Depp. 1. As to this statement, appearing in the April 8, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, Amber Heard and her friends in the media use fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and shield, depending on their needs. They have selected some of her sexual violence hoax facts as the sword, inflicting them on the public and Mr. Depp. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no. 2. As to this statement, appearing in the April 27, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt did not do the trick. The officers came to the penthouses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage to face or property. So Amber and her friends spilled a little wine and roughed the place up, got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, and then placed a second call to 911, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Ms. Heard proven by a greater weight of the evidence?
I'm in boo.
Mr. Waldman, while acting as an
I think.
agent for Mr. Depp, made or published the statement? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was seen by someone other than Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes.
Dang, Graf.
That Ms. Heard has proven by clear and convincing evidence that the statement by Mr. Waldman was made with actual malice? Answer, yes. 3.
Boo.
As to this statement, appearing in
I retract that applause, my bad.
2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, we've reached the beginning of the end of Ms. Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp.
There we go.
Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no.
That's, oh.
As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $2 million. As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $0.
All right. Does either side wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Jamie?
Members of the jury, if this is your verdict, please answer yes. If this is not your verdict, please answer no. Juror number 6. Yes. Juror number 10. Yes.
No, you're good, Graf.
Juror number 16. Yes. Juror number 22. Yes.
Damn straight.
Juror number 27. Juror number 29. Yes.
All right. I do find that the jury's verdict is unanimous. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service in this case. I want to thank you again for your dedication and your hard work during this trial, and I know I speak for everybody here when I appreciate tell you that we appreciate your sacrifices and your time and your public service in this matter, okay? So I'm going to have you go back to the jury deliberation room for one more time, and then we'll release you from there, okay? All right, thank you.
Well, that is what is up. Okay. So, he's got, so what, $2 million to her camp or whatever?
Yeah.
And then 15 to his side?
Yeah, but I think they have to amend the punitive damages because in the state of Virginia, you can only get a max of $350,000.
Oh, gotcha.
In accordance with law, I will amend the...
Even if lifestyle and public figure nature is factored into it?
Yeah, she just said that she was going to amend it.
Okay.
And can we do it on June 24th at 10 a.m. if that's available?
But still.
All right, if Mr.
But
Chu
still.
can prepare that order and then...
Damn. See, okay, her camp owing 15. I wonder if there's details behind that. I guess Jameson would know a little bit more, but here's the thing. She couldn't even come up with enough money for decent attorneys for this, so how the hell could she pay
Not only
$15 million?
But she couldn't pay the ACLU and she couldn't pay the Children's Network. So
Yeah.
how's she going to pay this? She clearly didn't come up with anything. I say that, but man, I've looked at their credentials, at least for Elaine.
Yep.
And she's actually very highly sought after.
Yeah.
So to make her look like a fool was
yeah.
dang.
That's
you know?
like rough. That's
You're gonna
rough
hear
as
my
hell.
kids in the background. They're
Hey,
wild today.
You're good. It's Johnny Depp Day.
It is Johnny Depp Day. My oldest, he celebrated with me. I told him the verdict was in, and he grabbed a drink and sat down, and he's like, he's gonna win, Mom. He's gonna win. And it was funny.
And
He's
when
trying to calm
he
me down.
did.
Yeah.
It is all
yeah,
about getting
it
his
is.
name back. He's a national treasure, damn it, and she's not. And here's the thing: she's not going to be able to pay. She's going to find herself in some trouble over this, and she's not going to have enough
Yeah.
work to fill her bank account enough, even if she can just pay it.
He's gonna end up getting blacklisted from Hollywood, and I foresee in the future the ACLU and the Children's Network suing her over the pledges.
She's honestly really fortunate that it's only 15, because Lux and I were doing the math this morning, and it's like if he's worth 22 million per pirate movie, and he missed one of those, he missed the new Grindelwald. There's other potential. Like it should have been closer to 50 million that she defamed him for.
Yeah. I know. I feel so bad. I messaged Lux and I'm like, "This is not a drill."
Yeah, she was like, she looked up at me and was like, "Oh, the verdict's in. Oh my gosh!" And then that's when I saw just the headline that was like 15 mil, and I was like, "Okay, gotcha. That's big money, but it's actually pretty reasonable given how hard she defamed somebody. Because she, in my opinion, she defamed him for a lot more value than that. Like that's but it's still something that's like ruinous to her, you know."
Graf said she'll bank if she goes X-rated. Yeah, I mean,
she just might. I mean, here's the thing. I saw the numbers on. I was reading a thing about the failure of Quibi yesterday, right? Quibi, they returned like 1.8 billion dollars to investors or something like. Or maybe they did, maybe they just lost it. But there was $1.8 billion floating around Quibi at one point. And they didn't even pull, like after the free subscriptions went up, I don't even think they had a full million viewers. And, you know, it's interesting. It's in the time where, like, you know, he said that if she was to go X-rated, she could make the money. It's like, you're probably right. Like, at the same time that Quibi was failing, Bad Baby turned 18 and opened an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And became a millionaire in like one day.
Yeah.
So like she got, and they ran the stats on like infinitely more people subscribed to her OnlyFans than went back to Quibi.
Jeez.
Which is insane. Like that's like so entertainment and like numbers, the numbers game is just completely different. So that might be a route she should genuinely consider.
Well, according to one of the recordings that they had put out there, they being Amber, because she recorded everything, she was like, "What are you going to tell everybody, that I was a stripper too?" Actually, I think it was Johnny that recorded this.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, you told me that, and I didn't say anything to anyone." So, I mean, there's that. Mm-hmm. And those girls make good money.
Those, that, you know, I'll never talk down on that line of work. That's some good money. And it might be the only way she could probably, because here's the thing, like her lifestyle included her child, all of this, and having to dish out 15 million. I don't know what lady's got in the bank, but I'm going to assume she's going to have to do something, keep working to maintain her lifestyle. Or seriously downsize, which a lot of famous people do that when you go from A-list to whatever.
Well,
you know,
I have a friend that works in entertainment, and he told me that over last weekend she was house shopping for houses that were like $20 million.
She's not going to have that now.
Very confident.
Yeah,
she was very confident.
I mean, and I'm sure she could probably. I don't know what was she. I guess we could Google it real quick. What was she raking for the last Aquaman movie?
$2 million.
$2 million?
Yeah.
Oh. So she's not in like the tens of millions for films. Yeah, their careers aren't even comparable. Again, I still hold firm that she defamed him for well over 50 million by the end of the day, all said and done. Like,
oh, absolutely, yeah.
You know. Oh yeah. Wait, not enough. What? No, not enough money. Yeah, she's a what fan? A what fan? I see DMA fan in the chat. What up, Erica?
Hey, Erica, I don't know why I missed her.
What up, lady? Hop up in this chat if you're free. You might still be working. I went a little early because I tried to hit it close to the verdict, but...
I know, I was messaging Lux. I was like, get him. Get Mark.
I didn't spend 2 hours trying to... like writing a post bitching about my autoimmune disease and how rough it is today just to delete it off of Facebook. Like I've had a bit of a rough day. Like my body's been revolting against me. I've been in like a stage 3 flare up for like a week or so. And it's just been, you know, DMA, Molly, I think.
Oh, Molly.
Oh, MDMA. Got you.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what DMA is. Are you talking about MDMA?
Yeah, DMA is the villain from the 4th season of Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
And it's great. I really like the 4th season of Star Trek Discovery. That's a good time. People who hate on Star Trek Discovery can kind of suck my butt. Like I don't. It's good. It's good, and I like it. Lux watched it. She likes it. I'm not the only one that likes it. You're wrong. If you think it's worse than old Trek, you're crazy.
Justin's around here. I'm sure he likes it too.
He does. I think we've brought it up before. Discovery's great. The newest season was killer. Strange New Worlds is good. Anson Mount as Pike, Captain Pike. It's a new show with the Enterprise.
Yeah.
It's a prequel to the original series, and it is great. It is great. But I'm a Spock fanboy. Season 2 of Discovery, they brought Spock in, and I don't care who they're casting as Spock or what story they're telling. He could be butt naked flying into a wormhole. If that's technically a Spock story, I'm there.
Oh, goodness.
I'm there. But I've also seen every second of everything Star Trek, so I can't just let this Paramount Plus content just happen and not watch it. Like I don't.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'm telling you, I've seen every second of Trek. That I've seen way worse than all of this new stuff. Like way worse. Johnny Depp apparently responded already.
He did, yeah. He put out a statement. So did Amber. Amber put out a statement too about how disappointed she was that her freedom of speech was, it's her American right to have freedom of speech, and she was not afforded that today.
Suddenly, she's the shitheels that pop into our chat.
Oh, yeah.
That are like, why can't I say the N-word? It's like, dude, because nobody wants to hear you fucking say it. Like, you do have freedom of speech. Like, oh, so crazy.
I always tell people that they can say it if they want to, but the weird thing is, whenever you tell people that, whenever they're like, I can't even say the N-word anymore, I'm like, then say it. All of a sudden, they don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, well then why are you worried about it?
Exactly. It's crazy.
Hello.
What up, Erica?
Hello.
What up, Justin? I saw you slide in too. Welcome to the party.
Justin.
Hello.
Man.
So I had to clear some things up, right? I see a lot of people that are like, why is it that they said that she definitely defamed him and she definitely lied, but then turned around and got $2 million? Well, because you can't say she spilled wine on the carpet, roughed up the apartment a little bit, called the police, and then went about it that way without having proof of that.
Yeah, so like there was a bit of, see, now like hearing the verdict, it answered a little bit of my questions from earlier, because I did like before watching any of this, I saw it was 15 million and then she was awarded some money, and I was like, well, why is she getting anything? And it was I think technically, like the headline I saw said in damages, and I was like, in damages? I said, well, maybe it has to do with something physical or something like that. And it's no, it does have to do with like rubbing shoulders with defamation, but it was kind of because the jury couldn't prove, you know what I mean? Like there was no necessarily substantial evidence that what he had said was the truth.
Right, exactly.
But they still believed it. You know what I mean? It was almost how the verdict was worded. Yeah.
Yeah, the way it was all worded and the way they did it, they're like, we believe you, but you didn't prove that to me.
Yeah. Yeah, so she gets...
And I believe them.
A bolo out on Jameson?
I tried, man.
He's popped in, I swear, once before, unless it was a troll faking his name.
I'm dying to hear his opinion.
Yeah, I'm dying to hear his opinion too, because he had to have been rolling around at those defense attorneys like I was. That was some horrible defense work.
They were bad. They were so bad.
You had me dying yesterday when we pulled up the dude objecting to his own question.
Oh, Rottenborn.
Oh, the creepy ass psychologist with the driest mouth on planet Earth. Just
like, listen, I take Adderall on a daily basis for ADHD. My mouth is never that dry.
Never. Nobody's should be. You could IV methamphetamine and your mouth shouldn't be as dry as that dude's.
No.
Oh my gosh.
He looks like he was born just to be the dry yin to David Lee Roth's wet yang. Like,
and he reminds me of like the evil twin brother of the Doc from Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh no. Doofenshmirtz. How do you say his name? From Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, I was about to say from Phineas and Ferb. He does look like dude from Phineas and Ferb. Hold up.
Side by side, and it's like
Shoot. You're right.
He was dry as meth on planet Earth. Oh.
My sweet boy, my oldest, he sat here and he watched that whole stinking trial with me. He got so into it. He was like, she's great, that doesn't make any sense, Mom. And we'd talk about it later. It became dinner conversation. That guy came up and he's like, what's wrong with him? I'm like, oh no. Like his hair was all wild and he kept doing weird mouth things.
Oh, he wasn't even technically the psych person that either side called in. He was there for what? From her side to analyze his movies for reaction time? Is that what it was?
Yeah, processing time, his processing speed, because they were trying to say that the processing speed that he was displaying on the stand was faked.
Okay.
I'm gonna put something in Discord. A picture.
I was trying to remember the dude's name so I could pull him up next to the Phineas and Ferb doctor, because does he.
I'm already all over it.
All you have to do... Yeah, there she goes.
But go ahead.
Boy, does he.
All you're going to have to do is look up meth mouth psychologist, and it pops up, just so you know.
Oh, it comes with me. Wait, what?
Ooh, it just gave me photos of meth mouth.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well, that got exciting real fast.
Mark with the Z next to him, like, it's friggin' weird. Hold on, I'm trying to put it in the Discord.
Weird. Let's hear while we're getting that juice. Let's check out this Johnny Depp's reaction.
More than 6 weeks of covering this trial. We thank you so much. Maybe we'll check in with you later. But for now, I want to go right to Linda in the studio. She has a statement from Johnny Depp, his reaction to the verdict. Linda.
Oh, my goodness. I'm actually trying to find it right now, Stacey. So just give me 1 second here. Hold on 1 second.
She's doing the same thing I'm up to.
Going on.
I mean, I can read it to you.
I need the statement. I will read it to you, but I need the statement. But while I'm waiting for that, if our producers can put it here. Okay.
We're playing like internet surfing Inception, where I'm like, hold on, let's pull this up while we're finding something, and then I pull her up. I think she's got it now. Hold on.
It's
I can
in
read it
text.
to her
Let me read it right
too.
now. Hold on
Text
a second.
channel,
Okay.
if you want to
Here we
show
go.
it.
All right.
Oh, okay, hell yeah.
And by the way, I love
perfection.
Dan commenting on our favorite witness by giving his report from his car. Alejandro, I'm changing my Zoom.
Now all we
background,
need is like a
but
voice
here's
clip
Johnny
of
Depp via his
Doofenshmirtz's
spokesperson.
voice.
6 years ago, my life, the life of my children, the lives of those closest to me, and also the lives of the people who for many, many years have supported and believed in me
you
were
guys see it?
forever changed, all in the blink of an eye.
How do I like?
Oh, let's see real quick. Screen share. You should be able to screen share and show what you have going on. If it doesn't let you, let me know, because then I might have to close my screen share, but that's fine. I can do that.
Like this, right? Yeah. And then click Discord.
And click the live.
Well, I don't want
Just go live. You're good.
There it is.
to. How do you make it bigger?
They sure did side by side him. He has the same nose.
Why can't I open it up bigger?
I don't know. No, don't modify.
Guys, I'm special.
I love that it's named Doof.
That's okay.
That's great. I know I saw it close enough. The audience can they can find it. We can find it. It's on the Discord. Join the Discord, guys. How about that? How about them apples?
Yeah, who
Right
wants
click it. Hold on. Ready?
Get in this Discord.
You're gonna have to drop the
Get in
link for
here.
the
I got it.
There we go.
invite to server.
Boom.
False, very serious and criminal allegations were levied at me by the media.
And I got a screen share going now, Erica, with this
although no
with this reaction. With this
Go ahead and click
reaction.
on that link, everyone.
Oh yeah, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Smash that like button. It's a Johnny Depp party.
Come into the Discord. Come
it.
hang out with me. We're gonna do a movie watch party soon.
Damn straight we are. It's gonna get real fun in the Discord, guys.
charges were ever brought against me. It had already traveled around the world twice within a nanosecond, and it had a seismic impact on the life and my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave back my life. I am truly humbled.
Yeah,
my
I'm
decision to
subscribed.
pursue this
My husband, are you
case, knowing
subscribed?
very well the height of
No.
the legal hurdles that I would be facing, and the inevitable worldwide spectacle into my life was only made after considerable thought. From the very
That
beginning,
statement was
the goal
sweet.
of
It was
bringing
really
this case
sweet. It
to
was,
reveal
thank
the
you for the
truth
love and
regardless
outpouring
of
for
the
6
outcome.
years. This has really
Speaking the
affected my
truth
family
was something
pretty hard.
that I owe to
And whatnot. Amber's was funny because she's like, my freedom of speech. And then she said something very interesting in her statement. She said, at least we won in the UK. But what I'm not understanding is that she wasn't a defendant in the UK. She was a witness. He did not sue her in the UK. He sued the Sun.
It's because she's only viewing the public relations side of things. She's only viewing the. She's not actually. Yeah.
Who dat?
She's not actually. The legal ramifications are one thing that she's not actually calculating in her mind. It's all about public image to her, I think. Like, there's no.
Oh, yeah.
Like I won in the UK with my social credibility. Maybe I'll get in some BBC pictures. Like, probably not, girl.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
honey.
I got a feeling. Who was it? Graf? Whoever said it probably said it best. Like, she might have to make an OF. You know, she might have to. Hey, look. I'll show feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I 100%. Be sure to like and subscribe. That's monetize.
For Amber Heard feet?
No, I'll show feet. For my feet, guys.
Oh, okay.
How about that? Your boy needs cash.
my
Me
children
too.
and to
Who
those
else
who
could
ever
find my
made
feet pictures?
Yeah. So I've actually got
I'll even send you my socks.
this reaction is actually really measured so far. Like, he sent it in writing. It's this has been pretty smooth. Let's look up. I'm just gonna type in Amber Heard cringe.
Oh, you're gonna find a lot.
We gotta purge the nonsense.
My dog stepped on a bee.
There's a whole dance remix of My Dog Stepped on a Bee.
There's There's I like the TikToks where it starts out with her saying my dog stepped on a bee, and people are like my cat stuck in a tree, and they make the same face she made. It was the most ridiculous face.
It's like if a white girl trying to fake the Kim Kardashian cry.
Yeah.
But like, you're not crying because you don't want your makeup to run. You would love it if your makeup ran right now. She just is a bad actress.
So something that I spoke to my friend about, mind you, he's a psychiatrist. Is he a psychologist or a psychiatrist? Don't let him hear me say that. I don't know. But he does a lot of body language because he worked in a prison. And he said that it was really interesting to watch her, quote unquote, cry on the stand because she had this really sad face, and the muscles in her face, were not consistent with the way she shaped her mouth. She's really good at shaping her mouth down like she's crying, but the rest of the muscles in her face don't follow suit, as you would see with somebody who's actually crying.
A clear tell that she's putting on an emotion. That's almost a good poker table trick. I mean, when you see somebody's face contort in a way that's not a natural frown, you can tell when it's a natural frown.
That's exactly what he called it too. He called it a poker face.
Yeah.
And he's like, she has all of her muscles in her mouth going down as if she's really sad, but nothing else is following suit. And so she's faking it.
Yeah. Yeah, like she's
not good at it.
She did drop a bunch of tells, and we kind of started touching on it yesterday, where it's like just in her vocal patterns, she drops tells.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you hear her away from the cameras, like these candid recordings, the recordings she submitted, even you can. There's something going on there. She's not in her. Her behavioral, she needs behavioral fucking rehabilitation is what it genuinely seems like to me. Like there's some kind of like borderline personality disorder or something like that going on here.
That's what, I don't know if it was an official diagnosis, but Dr. Curry said that she noted some borderline personality disorder going on with her. And as somebody who currently lives with and has lived with somebody that has borderline personality disorder for the last 16 years of my life,
Yeah. And there's some stuff where it's like, and she's clearly somebody who's never sought help for it. Specifically,
no. And
did
not
we hear
everybody
from her family at all, like her mom or dad, or did anyone say how she was like character-wise?
Well, her mom passed away, unfortunately. She apparently, according to people that have been around Amber and have known Amber for a long time, her mom was really, really nice. Her dad was a drunk, not surprisingly, But according to teachers that have stepped forward and people that knew Amber whenever they were younger, including friends of her sisters, Amber's always been this way. And not saying that everybody has to get help for borderline personality disorder, but damn, it helps.
Yeah.
Especially whenever you reach this degree of borderline personality where you live in kind of this, and this is how my husband refers to it because he has borderline personality, Yep. He said sometimes it feels like you live in a world of your own and your reality isn't necessarily the reality.
Yeah. What should be escapism is your actual life.
Are you aware of this, or is this something you're creating unknowingly? I
think they do it unknowingly. I know that it
completely by accident. Like, they don't knowingly do that. At least for Derek, he doesn't knowingly create a rando reality. However, he will sort of on purpose create a different reality to push fault off on anyone else for something that because and I've come to him and been like, hey, this thing that you're doing is really bothering me, and it tailspun into a huge fight instead of it just being like, oh, okay, let's talk about it. He does that now, but not always. Mind you, we grew up together. We've been together since we were 15. So, it would tailspin into these huge things whenever they originally weren't. And sometimes he would say things, and then I would be like, well, that's really mean. And then he would be like, I didn't say that. Because he would say it, but then realize it was shitty, and then try and turn it back around.
Immediately repress it almost in his own mind.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would do that a lot too.
So is that what you think is going on with Amber?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and it seemed like, so one thing I've observed anyway, I don't know if this is in any way, I'm in no way qualified to say this, but it seems like with the people I've known with BPD, some of their, what they would describe as like delusions or like the machinations of this fake reality they're living in that aren't necessarily the machinations of the real world.
Yes.
That comes from, normally is crafted by their preferred escapism. Right?
Yes.
Their preferred thing to kick back. Some people it's MMOs, some people it's a genre of music, some people it's, it's different for everybody. Amber Heard, it seems like her escapism is
victimizing herself.
Victimizing
alcohol.
Well, image crafting. Image crafting. She wants to look like, so this is a girl that was a runaway in California at 16, ended up in Colorado knowing Hunter S. Thompson. This is somebody who's put on different faces, and that's her escapism. And I've met a few females like that where it's, funny enough, I met them in Northern California, vibing like a young runaway. But if you were to ask them, they were between their 20s and their 30s, depending on what time of day you asked them their age. They've done everything, they've seen everything, there's no, and it's like, you still have baby fat, there's no way you've you've done all of this shit.
Oh yeah, I've done that. Oh yeah, I've done that. They and I don't know about everybody, but I know for Derek, he tries really hard to relate to people by telling them, yeah, me too, but it's not necessarily the same thing, but it's in the same vein, maybe.
And there's
been times where I'll catch him and be like, no, you didn't.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, and then it clicks, like, oh, that doesn't actually connect.
Yeah. And I think you can hear it in her voice, somebody, like, when she lets somebody in, that's the people she's mean to, and it's supposed to be the people you care about the most kind of see the full size of your fangs more than anybody. That's how that goes in love. And it's unfortunate that, like, the way why I think she victimized him is because he knew the real her.
Yeah.
He knows
absolutely.
Who she was, the stripper past, the runaway 16-year-old, the knowing Hunter S. Thompson, she's probably deeply paranoid about what he really thinks of her,
Oh, absolutely. There's something very telling about the fact that she's not friends with any of the people she was friends with when she was married to Johnny anymore.
And that
none of them are friends with her anymore because they saw who she was and she didn't like it.
Image crafting, this is why I kind of say BPD and stuff like that. There's females I've known that are.
Yeah, it was kind of at that moment that I was like, I really do think she does have BPD. Again, I'm not qualified to say anything like that, but a doctor did say that. And having 15 years of experience with somebody who has struggled really hard with it, I see it.
Yeah.
I absolutely see it.
Sorry, Chief. I got you turned up a little bit better now. You might have been a little bit too quiet on my end. I don't know.
Either that or she's a fucking straight crazy bitch.
Oh, yeah.
It just sounds like high school stuff to me, dude. Everybody image crafts in high school.
Everybody image crafts in high school.
Because you say females, but the more I think about people, like are they gonna like me if they like the real me? That's a lot of dudes that I know.
Oh yeah. Well, myself included, and then there's the whole lanes of industry built on it. What I mean is her relationship with that. Because there's healthy ways to do that. Everybody has to do that. When you get a new job, you have to image craft in a way.
What ends up happening is when we're in high school, we kind of perfect this, we kind of perfect it a little bit. But as we grow up, we realize that we don't care anymore.
Yeah.
And we just start being who we need to be for ourselves. But she hasn't done that.
No. There's still like a superficial kind of... There's
and that kind of correlates with BPD as well. I do catch Derek every once in a while. He gets upset about something, and it's just something silly. It's image.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want people to think he's crazy.
Probably a little bit of human nature.
Well, that it's survival, absolutely. Well, and I think that's why, again, I think the people I've known that have been diagnosed with BPD, like I had a roommate a long time ago that female with BPD would express similar issues, way better at communicating what was going on than anybody I've ever really known. You know what I mean? Like with her friends, even like oh no, this is just kind of my fixation this month. Like now I'm in a jumpsuit. You know what I mean? Like and it was always specifically like an image craft kind of thing. Like no, I kind of hop vibes and styles, and it's with therapy you can understand and learn how to enjoy that same escapism in a healthy way. There's
absolutely.
Again, that's the difference here is like what should have ended with like the high school social scenes and changing your image there, like Chief is kind of bringing up, which is a very good parallel. Like that's exactly where it is, and that's a healthy place to have it.
Oh,
I see my high schooler doing that right now before my eyes. Like
it's weird, isn't it?
My daughter's starting and she's 8.
There you go.
Yeah.
My nieces and nephew, I've encouraged every change they've made. When it's this is me now, hell yeah, that's you now.
Like
you, baby. Yeah.
It's so interesting to see, though.
Yeah,
it's very interesting to see, and sometimes I'm like, okay, who am I dealing with today? Because yesterday he was like this, and today, and I have to be careful because BPD can be passed down, and so I'm like, what are we doing today, man? The only thing I've ever given him was ADHD, and so I'm like, you're gonna be just like your dad. So I caught it early, and I was like, we're gonna start going to therapy now. How about that?
Just
was
a little,
9.
Exactly, just a little behavioral just give you a roadmap I don't have. There's
And you know what's really interesting is since I've started my kiddo in therapy, he was very, very young whenever I took him. I think he was 6, maybe 7. That child can process emotions better than anybody I've ever seen in my whole life.
Yeah.
And he can communicate his emotions to you better than anybody I've ever seen in my whole life. I'm 31 years old. I cannot communicate that way.
I have one like that. And if they can't, they'll like listen and absorb and like, maybe 24 to 48 hours later come back to you and have their own realization. And I'm like, damn, you're so smart. Like I wasn't like that at your age.
I wish I was like that now at 31. And what's really interesting, and I'm not gonna lie, like I've learned a lot from my kiddo being in therapy. Sometimes he will get overwhelmed. He is on the spectrum, and he also has ADHD. And so when he gets overwhelmed, he'll just be like, "Hey, Mom, I'm really overwhelmed. I'm gonna go to my room for a little bit." And he'll go to his room, and he'll put himself in timeout. And I'm like, why don't I do that?
Yeah, that's smart. That's a really cool. See, but it's because not every kid is born into a house with a full toolbox of coping mechanisms. Every human's born different. There's just anytime baby mama reaches out to me and is like, therapy, yes, no. It's like, well, what's everyone saying? What do you think? That it's not always a yes. Like there's tools we don't have, baby mama and we know that. There's places where you just have to accept that as parents too, and I'm proud of you, Arianthe, and Erica and Chief. I mean, there's times you just have to know, like, or reach out to somebody, like, hey, what would you do? Like,
it's okay not to know everything.
Yeah, nobody's born into a household.
Life is hard. It's okay not to know everything. Not everyone hates you. Those are the big 3 things you need to tell yourself every morning.
I think that we're lucky enough, though, to have kids that come to us to communicate. Like, I never talk to my parents about stuff like that, but me and Arianthe have kids like timing themselves out and shit, and like have the wherewithal to like process emotions and problem solving and talk to us about it, and that's huge in itself.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to my parents about nothing.
No.
Before I hit 28, I had 2 modes: work, chill, and go time. And that was it.
I specifically had emotional breakdowns because I bottled up. I had ulcers as a kid because of bottling up. I was only comfortable as a kid opening up to one person, and she died pretty young on me. So I just didn't. My parents, you know what I mean? Like I never, not emotionally like that. My father, when I got older, like by the time I was like in high school and stuff, and like really hanging out with Chief and stuff, I feel like my father and I had a pretty decent bond at a certain point. Like I could emotionally open up to that dude, My mother, no. Why give that woman a weapon?
Well, I also have one that bottles up and doesn't say a word to me, so.
Oh, yeah. See, that's... I feel like there's a level of loving submission that has to go down, and if it doesn't work and there's still that wall up, then, again, that's outside of my toolbox. I don't know. Like my father is very much he's just very caring, kind of big heart person when he's doing straight, you know? So it's like nice I try to be like, that's really the only example I have is, you know, what I guess would be classified as like loving submission. Like, hey, I'm gonna hold you and like, I'm gonna let you know, like, I'm here for you. Like, it's not quite as lonely as you think right now. But that's how I was anyway. So I just try to let them know, like, you know, if there's a way you're feeling, I've felt a lot of ways, man. I'm old.
True.
I'm here. And I'm not upset. I'm not judging you. Yeah, I love you. I love you no matter what.
We definitely.
Man, I was on a roll, and then my internet shit out on me.
Oh,
sorry.
Hey, you're good.
No, it's been storming a lot here, and I have Dish. Not Dish, but I have a satellite internet, and every time you put satellite in any situation or like look at it wrong, it's like, oh yeah, and then it just dies.
Yeah, I had Dish a long time ago, and like if it rained or there was like one cloud, it went out. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I get for living in a rural area. Don't do it, guys.
Oh,
Man, back when internet still made sound when you turned it on, I had Dish out in Bella Vista of all places. Now, everybody out there who doesn't know what Bella Vista is, it's known as God's waiting room back home. It's a lot of old people. It's spaced out. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, but it's, you know, kind of a retiree place, or like if you're Walmart money, you go there. It's a big houses in the hills. It's like spaced out and gorgeous, but woodsy. So Dish back when it was like, you know, landline internet, there was it was so bad. Like you could sneeze inside and your signal would degrade. It's like no.
Remember dial up when someone would pick up the house phone and disconnect you?
Oh, I'd be so mad.
Do I remember that? I discovered RuneScape and my sister started dating at the same time. Boy, that was a pain in the ass.
Neopets.
Neopay. That ended up being owned by Scientology. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Now I'm mad about it.
Yeah, Neopets was owned by Scientology. You should check that out. We might have to
do anything that gives Tom Cruise anything.
We might have to do a video on it because Neopets turned out to be a Scientology scheme.
Oh my gosh, can we please?
I feel like they sold it.
Or they sold it to Scientology or a subsidiary that was that Scientologist owned. But yeah.
Oh no, I think Scientology sold it eventually.
Oh, they started it. That tracks too. They're always, you know, making that money. Jeez. But yeah, Neopets and Scientology. I know they're connected. Like the Celestial Tea, that calming tea. That dude was attached to a very racist cult. And book. Like, you should check that out. Celestial Tea cult. You just Google that. You'll find a lot. I couldn't believe that with the Celestial Tea people, because I think I've been drinking that calming tea for forever.
Yeah, until I started to make my own,
Oh, that's the way to go.
That's what I've ended up doing for a long time now, is I just started to make my own.
Us Fremen don't have tea out here in the Seaches. We have to recycle our body's moisture into water. I feel like I live in Dune. It's been pretty hot the last couple days.
Do.
It's been pretty warm. I've been loving it. I love the desert climate. I really do. Like I can breathe here. I can go outside and take a deep breath in the summertime, which back home it's like I take a half a breath and I'm like, this is so humid.
You just drown.
Yeah. Which is weird because I grew up there, but my body does what it does.
Well, I mean, I grew up there too, but at the same time, every time I get a little further west than New Mexico, I can like,
Yeah. I was hoping I'd have...
And I don't drown, I don't cough, you know?
Yes. I was hoping I'd have better air quality out here than, like, say, LA. But it is still pretty rough. Like, I kind of get smoker's cough not smoking cigarettes, which is like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Because I haven't felt like this for a long time. Not since I was eating acid and smoking natural American spirits have I felt this way in my throat. you know.
Oh yeah, we gotta do a deep dive on this Neopets.
On the Neo, okay. I've thought you guys might be interested in that. That's there's a cult
I'm not gonna
connection.
do it now, but my lord,
Yeah,
we haven't watched
it. Yeah, there's a. It was owned by Scientology or something like that. Like Justin said, Scientology had it, sold it.
That's
Well,
so weird.
yeah, I'm gonna have you guys read it because it was a little confusing. First, it said like Scientologists worked for it, and then it said a CEO had eventually owned it, and then it's a little confusing. So
I wonder if Scientology climbed their way up the Neopets ladder and conquered it, and then sold it. So we have it. We have children's media. We have our own new futuristic children's media. We're gonna teach them about Xenu.
apparently, people think it's a myth that they're connected, but they really are connected.
Sometimes when I say Xenu, I wait for my mind to go blank or like my body to explode or like thetans to fly out of me. But
I think we're gonna switch it to Friday.
I'll be damned if I'm not okay.
I'll be dying.
I'll be damned if I'm not all right now. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? Being born in the 60s, I was raised in a different world, says Danny Dunn. You sure were. I've been rewatching Star Trek, the original series, the occasional episode. You know, I'll watch some new Trek and they'll reference some old Trek, so I'll watch the old Trek with Lux. It's a pretty nerdy deep dive into Trek, but, you know, the 60s seemed like a hell of a time, man. I know they put a lot of...
Don't. Stop licking me.
The early 60s in particular. I'm fascinated by that time period because things had, like, before things got hella hippy-dippy, you know? Back when people were sitting on the edge of their seats because Lucille Ball got a gig at a candy factory. You know what I'm saying?
When bowl cuts were considered long hair.
When bowl cuts were considered long hair. Oh, man.
That boy needs a haircut.
They'd think I was on heroin back then or something. Oh, guys.
Again, I had small roles in those.
On my screen share, I got some Amber Heard cringe. Check it out.
I'm into it.
Let's check this out.
Bigger films. And that's kind of how it was in terms of my career for that first initial 10 years or so. It was just going from slightly bigger role to slightly bigger role. And
not about her doing films. How do you think she got Aquaman?
Who's her hairstyle?
She didn't go slightly bigger and slightly bigger. It like jumped out of nowhere. I'd never heard of Amber Heard before Aquaman. I'll be honest.
And you know what's really sad? She's been in a lot of things that I've seen and watched, and I had no idea.
Yeah. Like I thought, I didn't realize she was in the Rum Diary.
Yeah. She's had main character roles in movies.
I really don't
no
ever
idea.
remember her though. You know what I mean? Like the hype was Aquaman.
The hype was Aquaman. That's where it started.
Yeah.
That's where her career functionally
Totally
took
forgettable.
off. Yeah. People would use that as her. They would cite that as her breakout role.
Like she was a zombie in Zombieland. She was in Mandy Lane. All the boys love Mandy Lane. Yeah, that one. She was Mandy Lane. I don't remember her in that movie.
Damn.
She was in The Stand. I don't remember her in The Stand either.
Whoa.
Oh wow, really? Me neither. I love.
Yeah, I do too.
See, I heard you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? Oh, we got Elson. Is that who that was? I haven't heard that voice before.
Yeah, we got Elson.
Hello.
We've got
I'm Elson here, damn boys.
Erica.
It's a party
Elson in
game.
the house. Did Elson ever get his surge?
Oh.
I have never got my third yet. I'm so sad.
I don't remember where we got ours. Our surge drink.
They used to select gas stations were running it for a while because I think
Sam's Club.
Was it PepsiCo that put it
Sam's
back
Club
out?
was selling it in cases.
Oh, I see. I thought PepsiCo just put that shit back out.
Well, it depends where you live, Elson, too, because I'm over.
Oh, it's probably regional.
He's down here with me.
Yeah, out here there's only one thing to drink, and that's Arizona tea. It's actually 99 cents here.
Gross.
Mhm.
Still 99 cents with $1 here.
Yeah, it's only 99 cents here.
$1 and a quarter.
Yeah.
It says 99 cents on the can.
But it says 99 cents on the can, though. like they put it on the can. That's Sonoran style graphic design. You see, they weren't thinking about anything but themselves and forgot they were making a product for the world.
There's a Surge can on eBay for $120.
Jeez, okay, so Surge is a hot commodity again. I thought.
Listen, I'll sell you mine for $119.
Damn. Damn. Yeah.
Free shipping.
Yo, East Coast people, there's no need to rob trains or nothing like that. Sell your Surge. Go buy some Surge from Sam's Club or whatever and sell it on eBay.
I saved it because it reminded me of, oh my god, what the freaking show? You know, Futurama.
Yeah, Slurm.
I have that next to my. Yeah, it reminded me of Slurge or whatever, and then I have an Ecto Cooler too.
Oh, an Ecto Cooler, that's rare.
Yeah, Slurge and Slurge.
That's rare. That's rare treats.
Yeah, I have self control. I can save those.
I barely remember Ecto Cooler. They kept re-releasing it throughout my childhood. It felt like, but it's like for a week you get Ecto Cooler and it's gone again. All the old people would be like, I remember it from when Ghostbusters came out, and it's like, well, that's cool that you're old, but I want Ecto Cooler now. Want more of it, not just this one.
Like the lady.
Like I remember Pepsi Blue back in the day, or Pepsi Clear. Yeah, Pepsi Clear.
Pepsi Clear.
Pepsi Clear, Pepsi.
Crystal Pepsi. They re-released that. Baby mom and I had a straight up argument about it. She swore it didn't taste like normal Pepsi. I'm like, this is just normal Pepsi, just clear. She's like, no, it's lemon lime. This is not lemon lime flavored. It's just cola. This is a cola flavored soda. It's just clear. Like, it tasted like Pepsi to me. I don't. You just gotta close your eyes.
Cola is technically a citrus flavor.
Pepsi just came out with a nitro.
Well, there you go.
It is so good.
Pepsi
the nitro?
The nitro is so... Okay, so when I drink beer, I drink Guinness, and I get it in the nitro cans. And so when it came out... Now, the regular Pepsi nitro is gross. Oh. But the Pepsi vanilla nitro is so good.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I keep seeing them at the store, and I'm like... I reach for it, and I'm like, nah.
Not happening.
So good. It tastes like it almost tastes like a milkshake, the vanilla one.
Okay. There was a Monster energy drink released a soda there for a little bit. I drank one of them one time at work. Now keep in mind, I didn't drink caffeine growing up. So caffeine's kind of almost an adult beverage to me, damn it. I drink a lot of tea.
Function?
My restrictive diets as a kid were wild. Ask any of my childhood friends. It's like, what can't you eat this week? It's like tomatoes and anything brown. I
used to bring stuff all the time to school and be like, here, want this? And he's like, I don't know.
I don't think I can.
I don't know what's in it. I don't think I can.
I don't know if I can. Does it have Red 4 in it? The most.
You need to do this laundry list of shit. Any of this shit in there?
Yeah, it's any of that in there. Yeah, it's made exclusively of these things, like everything.
Like everything has bread in it, Jacob.
Yeah, there was no escaping carbs. Like that gluten-free life sucks.
18 years old, living on our own. Everything we eat is with bread. God damn it.
Everything.
Like a health thing or a religious thing or just a family thing?
Health thing. Health thing. Yeah. Strictly health, doctor's ordered diet every time. Like I had ulcers at one point when I was young, and then I had so I had a diet for the ulcers, no acidic anything. When I got
well, that would be your caffeine right there.
Yeah, when I got into my teens, like just all the different, like my kidney thing, I started going on all these different kidney diets because they couldn't figure out why the hell I kept making stones like a quarry. And
probably all the liquor.
Yeah.
Back then, probably a lot of it was liquor. So like I had to, liquor was like.
On that though, you couldn't say, "Oh, I'm getting fucking pissed drunk every week."
I'm a piss drunk 17-year-old. That's why I've got stones. But that was so like just.
I told you that. Do you remember that party that you that you were at and you had a chocolate cigar in your hand and I looked down and I was like, this is why you're sick all the time, dummy, and I took it from you.
Yeah. It's all the time.
You were just sitting in a driveway.
Yep.
Shit-faced drunk, smoking a chocolate cigar, and I was like, this is why you're sick, and I yanked it out of your hand.
I was So I would overcorrect. I would overcorrect with my diet, change nothing about my lifestyle, like change nothing about the way I live.
No, I threw that stupid cigar into the field across the street, and you're like, "Good job, you're gonna start a wildfire."
I don't even remember.
That's right. You probably to death to me.
Oh, dude, I was explaining to Lux, like, back in the day, the amount of weed I would smoke in a day. Because it was outrageous at one point.
Those couple years where it was just like hand over fist. Like,
I never met a person that
around
would
without seeing
weed. Never.
Yeah, it was outrageous. Like, at one point I had peaked of, like, it was bad. It was gross. It was gross. Like calculating how much I actually smoke now versus then is like, wow. I guess weed was worse then. Like, you know.
Dude, I remember sitting in Mike's garage, and Jared's sitting there grinding up a bowl, and he's like, "Old people don't get it because old people don't smoke weed like we do. Old people smoke weed to get high and stop, and we smoke weed and get high and don't stop." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, okay, yeah, sure, that makes sense." And now, like, looking back, when I spend like $100 a month, and I'm like, yeah, dude, Jared was right, bro. Like, I get stoned and I stop now. I'm done.
Yeah, smoke like an old person. Yeah, I get high and I'm done. Like, all right, time to take a break. I go body pain to body pain. I'm not normally a medical card dude, so it's like I just do what they tell me, which is functionally stay high all the time. But you know, there's no way I could smoke as much as they fucking suggest. Like, that's teenager shit. That's teenager shit. I'd have to be smoking all the fucking time.
Like, you probably could if you hadn't done it so much when you were younger.
Yeah.
What about edibles, though? Like, doesn't that metabolize differently?
What?
Like edibles from the dispensary.
Yes.
Yeah, well, and that's technically what any medical place will, like, really prescribe you. Like, that's kind of how they talk about it. Like, my doctor back in Arkansas definitely brought up smoking. And it was like, I'm not supposed to, like, suggest that you smoke, but smoke, eat edibles, do it all, put the topical shit on, do all of it all the time. Like, anytime you feel pain, I'm like, damn, okay.
Hey, I'll take that over pain pills any.
Yeah, as long as you're not popping Oxycontin, dude, you smoke all the weed you want.
But dude, it was a hilarious, like, my first time at the weed doctor. I walk in, he sits down, he opens up a manila, like a folder file, and he goes, "So, Jacob, right?" Like, yeah, he's like last name, date of birth. I give him my stuff, confirm it's me, and then he says, "IBS." I was like, "Huh? Yeah. No, I'm here for my autoimmune disease." He's like, "Well, you definitely have IBS." I was like, "Oh." And he looks at me and goes, "Oh, damn, you have a lot going on." I'm like, "Yeah, man. Well, that's why I'm here. I'm for everything below IBS on that list."
Yeah, you have to read the rest of the list, my guy.
Yeah, but yeah, no, he saw IBS and was like, "Oh, I know what to do. This is surely why he's here." Like, no, keep going. I'm a whole pop-up
book. That kind of happened whenever I went to get my medical card too. That's kind of what happened. As I walked in, they were like, "ADHD doesn't qualify," and I'm like, "Keep going." All of a sudden, they were like, "Oh, GERD, IBS, 2 surgeries. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah."
Mom. Is a mom. Mm-hmm. That should be weed card applicable. But I like being in a rec state where it's just you see all manner of folk at the weed store. It's different than even in a medical state. It's like a fucking gas station. Like, it's busy. You see doctors, attorneys, people in scrubs, people in firefighter outfits. You see everybody getting off work.
Potheads.
Yeah. One dude selling crystals.
Beautiful though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I've never been in a dispensary.
It's a fun time, I think.
So I always go whenever I go to Colorado.
I don't know. I never had good experiences with weed. Like, it just, I don't know if my body doesn't like it.
So Derek can't smoke it because he gets really paranoid.
Oh. Same.
Like, all of a sudden he gets really paranoid and he thinks he's gonna die.
Mm-hmm. Anxiety. Yeah, that's pretty much me.
Damn.
So, then I took edibles, which I was like, all right. And even though I like quartered them, it still like hit me all at once, and I got the spinnies, and I was like, fuck this. Like, I really did try to love weed.
Yeah, Derek threw up.
But I can't do it. I don't know why.
Yeah, Derek did like a quarter of edibles one time and threw up. So
Oh. Hey, do you remember Wes from school, Arianthe Wesley?
long hair,
Yeah.
fluffy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I was there for his first mushroom trip, and it was by far the worst trip I've
no.
ever seen anybody have.
Damn.
Like words.
Worse than Big Joe's at Seb's house, dude.
Yes.
Because that was pretty bad.
That was pretty bad, actually. I forgot that did actually.
I watched that trip almost destroy a 10-year friendship. We're like pissed at each other. And I couldn't stop laughing because I was tripping too hard.
I'm pretty sure someone ended up putting a hole in a wall with another human, right? That trip ended. That's Wesley's. Okay, so yeah, not that bad. That's right. That happened after, though. Up to that point in my life, the worst I had ever seen. He said like a few phrases. Most of them were, "How long is this bullshit gonna last?" And
damn.
Oh no.
Am I dying? Yeah, and am I dying? Like, oh no.
That poor boy.
I had one at Wakarusa where Marina brought this girl, and I don't even know her name because we didn't hang out with her that long. And the first night, she runs off. Well, not runs off. She goes off to do something, comes back way later than she should have, and is all like, just on edge, dude. And like I kept overhearing bits of like how long and yada yada, and I was like, this is not good. Like anytime anyone is on something and they're asking you how long, you're in trouble. Like, there's a problem. And dude, she just started flipping shit, dude, and like talking all kinds of shit on everybody. Made Marina have to leave and take her home, dude. Like the first night we got there, and I was like, I felt bad, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, it was just a tad funny.
Yeah.
That like I've done that
because I've been there, dude. I've literally been, and Jacob can attest. I've been on like in a tent on all fours with the top of my head on the ground, freaking out, and then like 4 hours later, totally serene and okay with the fact that I was now an insane person.
Yeah,
I've been there. Like I've been in the depths of like just wishing.
I don't know, and, like if I actually went blind or I thought I went blind, but like I couldn't see anything, and I remember like. I was looking at a zebra print rug, and then everything went black, and I was screaming at everybody, and I was like, I can't see! And I did the same thing, Chief. I was like, how long is this going to last? And then all of a sudden, everyone was like, calm down. Like, because they're like, you're going to wreck our trip. I was
because like, it's like panic along wild animals, dude. Somebody starts having a bad trip, everyone else tripping just wants to leave because they feel like they're going to catch it. And like, that makes it even worse. You're like, oh my god, dude, maybe I am dying. Nobody wants to be here.
We gotta calm her down. We gotta calm her down. And I never fucking ate mushrooms again. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's
one and done, man.
If I had a clear day and if I had nothing going on in a day and somebody walked up to me like, you want to eat these mushrooms? I'd be like, yeah.
Fuck yes, I would.
So probably no questions.
Did I really go blind, or was that like my? I really couldn't see. I could hear everything that was going on, but I couldn't see a damn thing.
Psilocybin can do that. Psilocybin can do that. They warned.
You could have also literally not realized you had your eyes closed.
It could have been that. That's kind of what I'm getting at. Is
who had their eyes closed and didn't realize it.
Yeah, by psilocybin does that. It's a poison.
Like open your eyes though.
Yeah, but you may not have.
Not if they're tripping too.
Yeah. If everyone's tripping, then maybe not. Yeah. Or also,
you didn't think of open your eyes as a solution.
It's a hell of a ride, dude.
I was with a seasoned tripper, like a Murk. I was with a his name is Matt, and like he did this over 200 times. By the time I tried.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, he definitely would have told you to open your eyes, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If he had done it that many times, I assume that he would have.
Dude, that sucked.
Your eyes are closed.
If it was like a whiteout, I had a whiteout on mushrooms kind of happen to me, but I've also experienced general syncope before, where it was really similar. Well, just fainting. Just like my vision goes white and I fall down. Like
I'm 90% certain that Murk here told me about the trip he had while on DMT, and it made me have the same experience.
I swear.
Years later, same fucking experience. Like I was looking for a pyramid. I was on top of the pyramid. You told me this years ago, and I was like, "That's the craziest fucking shit I've ever heard." And then, like years down the line, I finally fucking got up the gumption and was like, all right, I'm gonna smoke this DMT.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know if it's because you told me and just like put it there and like I nestled it away in my brain. You know what I mean?
No, it's because
like,
it's
the same fucking thing happened.
It's a shared
I was
human
freaking
experience.
out.
I'm telling you. I don't know. It's somehow our brain making an analog of something that's really there. Like I'm telling you, DMT's
weird,
different. Like the elves, the clockwork shit, all the. Like
like I always thought the blast off was bullshit. That is not fucking bullshit.
Full
You feel like,
fractal
you feel
gate.
like you are, yeah, you feel like you're in a rocket ship.
You feel like the ancient one just smacked the shit out of you, like you're Doctor Strange. It's just like ah.
I will pass on that.
Oh, it's my favorite. It's by far my favorite of all the hallucinogens.
I've never seen, at least the people that I've been around, I've never seen anybody do anything like that. Derek dropped shrooms once, and he just sat on the computer all night playing MMOs.
I think it depends where you are, who you're with, what your mindset is. Like you have to go into it relax as fuck. Like if you're an on edge person, don't take psychedelics.
Yeah.
Like, don't fucking do it.
Yeah, you gotta
I
like
couldn't
meditate.
do it. I have anxiety too bad.
You gotta there, and if you're in an anxious state, like I've noticed too, like I've taken it, I've smoked it, trying to curb social anxiety at a music festival before.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
so not a bit. Like I tell people, like that's what I was gonna say is like I've seen a lot of first timers at festivals, and like if they're Twitter pated within an hour, just by like I call it culture shock. It's so different than real life.
Yeah.
You get to the festival and your tent poles are crossing your neighbor's tent poles, and you can hear dude with the funk lung in the next tent coughing up a lung, and like it's just so different. And if that fucks with your mind state, just wait a day, dude. Don't take any hallucinogens yet.
Yeah.
It only gets worse, dude.
If you're not,
it only gets worse.
honestly, with certain mushroom trips I've had, I'm like, this is for Vikings. Like, there's no way, not everybody likes being this fucking dirty. Like, this is dirty. This is like I'm in the mud. I'm eating food off the floor.
And I'm fucking loving it. Dude.
Yeah, my hair's
I swear
matted.
That's how I should live my life. I wake up the next day and I'm like, what the fuck?
I could raid a monastery. I'm so high.
I dropped a link
So
for
last
you
night-
in the chat, but I'll be right back.
Oh, right on. What was that, Elson? Was that Elson?
So last night my wife thought she saw a knot deer on the way home.
Oh, snap. We got a paranormal sighting, potentially another knot deer. Man.
Yeah, what she saw was like a elongated neck, but no head.
Oh. Awkward. I wonder. Man, that's one of those like Appalachian critters that old people might not talk about. They'll just say that's not a deer, don't go out there.
Hey, Michelle.
And I always like hearing about those sightings. So just an elongated neck, no head. I wonder if it I don't know. I can't help but speculate wildly about what potential species it could be. You know, like what it could actually be.
Somebody's lagging.
Oh, is it me? Hopefully not me. No, I'm still at 60 FPS.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Hopefully I'm okay. Got a little bit of a...
Brooklyn Church for $2 million. Tabernacle decapitate angel statue. Okay.
Oh, damn. Okay, I've meant to play this a couple different times, but I've still got this Amber Heard cringe if you guys want to check this out. It's on my screen share.
At first, it was just to throw something, screaming at me.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, Johnny. Do you remember the first time that he physically hit you? Yes.
I'm such a troglodyte.
Prepares for audition. The way she just breathed out.
It was I was sitting on the couch, and we were talking. We were having a normal conversation. You know, just there was no fighting, no argument, nothing. And he was drinking, and I asked him about the tattoo he has on his arm. I didn't know what it said. It just looked like muddled, faded tattoo that was hard to read.
You know what you know the story behind the Winona Forever tattoo. We all do. There's no way she married that guy, didn't know nothing about that tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way.
I didn't know about it.
You didn't know about it? Oh, sorry. Well, maybe I watched too much E. I watched too much.
Has Johnny Depp fuck? Never mind. Oh,
But what does it say? This Winona, like
they've had sex, dude. She's seen that tattoo. She knows what it says.
She knows what it says.
She's seen him naked.
Well, and she's also like got to be into Johnny Depp. I'm sure she's Googled him. You know what I'm saying? Like, she married the man. She don't know about this tattoo. This is what a fight got start. Bullshit. I don't know. There's no way. I don't know. I learned about this from like E from forever ago.
I said it when we had met back up a while ago. I'll say it again now. There's no way a man that just rolls around with a goddamn Jack Sparrow costume in his car as a motherfucking millionaire is as shitty as a person as she is painting him out to be.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
No
My
way.
mama called.
Yeah. Him literally being pulled away from signing autographs. Like him having a guy that's like, his job is to make sure I'm not late because I want to sign everything I can touch. Like
every single fucking thing.
Like I saw a clip the other day of Johnny Depp's like bodyguard guy like literally follow his arm like a parent and grab a pin out of his hand. Like, nope. We're out of here. Quit signing shit. You're gonna be late. Yeah.
Did you see the one where he tried to take the teddy bear from him and he got mad?
Oh.
Somebody,
what a sweet celebrity.
Gave him a teddy bear. Somebody handed him a teddy bear and he was like, oh, thank you, and the security reached for the teddy bear and he turned around and slapped his hand away. He's like, my teddy bear.
Mine, dude. No. It's my gifts.
And nobody giving you a teddy bear.
Yeah. I'm Captain Jack, dude. Leave me alone. Let me get my swag.
That's right. Fucking Captain Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack. Especially because he's a kid in that crowd. It seems like he's like, I'm gonna make this kid's day. And a lot of celebrities aren't really free with their autograph because they know people might.
It's not their mindset.
Yeah,
so
like
what are we thinking on his comeback career?
I think it'll be good.
I think it'll be great, and I think it's going to include Robert Downey Jr. And here's something that makes me more angry than her, accusing him of beating her and raping her and whatever. She took away Captain Jack Sparrow, which took away Captain Jack from sick kids, because he used to dress as Captain Jack and he would go to the cancer hospitals with kids.
Oh, what up, Dev? Sorry, Devin in the chat. They're asking if they could send a gift. I don't actually have my PO box open right now, so when I get a PO box opened back up, I'll give you that PO box. But as of right now, no.
Is it a teddy bear?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a mailing address that I can give out to anybody. But when I get a PO box again, yeah. Which, speaking of, be sure to click those links in the description. We got all kinds of deals for you guys, all kinds of endorsements going on. We got BarkBox, NordVPN. We're on a different VPN now, guys. Remember, we simp for NordVPN. Yeah, be sure to check those links out, guys. If anybody needs deals on anything, battery ship.
So hot.
Yeah, I swear.
Love NordVPN. It's the best.
NordVPN's the tits.
We're not mad at it. We have like a 4-year subscription already. NordVPN.
Hell yeah. And yeah. But yeah. That at some point,
I miss you, Erica.
At some point I'm sure I can get the channel back on track enough, open a PO box and stuff. Get things,
I need me some merch.
Send stuff.
I saw a
I'm trying my best to get my damn merch store to accept credit cards. It's still just doing PayPal, as far as I know.
I saw that. How do I do it without PayPal? I don't even know if I have a fucking PayPal.
I don't know. It's just taking PayPal right now. So
but
I'm about to release even more merch, so it's gonna happen. I guess it's gonna be available if you have a PayPal. If not, grab a PayPal, throw some bones in it. I don't know. I don't know. It is the best way to donate to the channel or like buy stuff is through PayPal right now. I don't know why they're my buddy, but they're my buddy. PayPal's been actually really good to me.
It's really good both ways. Yeah. If something happens and say the person who we use to ship out merch doesn't ship it out, you can always charge it back.
Yeah. I've been irate at PayPal before, but it's normally the other person on the other end of the PayPal. Like, damn it.
Name.
Why did you submit that like that? Now I gotta wait 18 days.
I remember the incident you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Like, what the hell? Oh, no, it was some straight up baby mama drama, but it's no worries. it's yeah. Yeah. Happened.
That was a 2 a.m. message where he was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I was so mad.
More than 6 weeks
I
of covering
was
this trial. We thank
more
you
than
so
more
much.
than
Maybe
like just more than mad. More than mad. I was so fucking mad. Like, oof.
Were you mad, bro?
Yeah, he way mad.
I can't
Big
even like
mad.
I still don't even have words for it. Really, I was that mad.
It was
Cannot
big.
picture you mad.
It's
Woo!
it happens. The other day I got mad at work and my voice cracked. That really took the piss out of it. That really, boy, did that really ruin
And then you
me.
have to laugh at yourself.
Yeah. I said, and I'm going through fucking puberty
That is
again.
always the worst.
Oh, dude.
Oh no!
I hate it when that happens.
And it wasn't even like I can jump over it or act like I had a cough or something. It was like a full on like, like, God damn it. Like you thought I was goofy. My shit dropped. You thought my nuts dropped again. I was so mad. I was,
Took all the wind right out of your sails.
and then I just had to make it into a joke. Like this is what this is, Megyn Kelly.
I gotta leave y'all soon. I gotta go pick up one of my children's.
You gotta leave. Well, that's all right. We got about an hour left in the celebration. I'm trying to find a decent cringe compilation of Amber Heard or something.
I posted one in the chat. Did it work?
Oh,
you did?
Oh, let me go to the chat. Hold on.
Oh, girl, she's always on that shit.
You sure are. Hold up. Let me. Hold on. Sometimes when I click it, it's like, yeah. Sometimes it's like,
Denied.
Have you seen Kenobi?
It did it to me again. For some reason, and when I click on a YouTube link, in the way I have the chat set up now, Arianthe, it opens it up in the chat box.
Can I DM it to you?
Yes. Yes.
Done.
Your hand gestures killing me. Mark this.
There we go. Boom.
I was staring
Yeah,
at
with
the
Josh
blue light,
face.
and my
I know.
chest was on this. My back was on the countertop.
That's so fake, dude.
Mr. Depp's your boss. You'll do what
Oh,
Mr. Depp
she's
wants, correct?
the worst.
No.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
I love Watch Mojo Lady. Yo, Watch Mojo Lady's the best.
Welcome to Watch Mojo.
She's the best. If you guys aren't into Watch Mojo, you gotta check out Watch
I
Mojo.
frequently bring
They have a lane for everybody at Watch Mojo. They got Trek culture. They got everything. Like how I jumped to Trek culture. Can you guys tell what I've been
Moment from the
up
trial
to?
made your TikTok account explode. Let us know in the comments.
Oh man. Oh, here we go.
Mystery of the Phantom
Jojo.
Violence. Depp v. Heard has raised various.
Who took a fart? Is that what they're saying?
Sure question. Did somebody break wind before the court?
And can you just describe for those of us who have
On the stand,
Who was it?
testified for Depp, who she considers a longtime friend.
Johnny,
While
he's about to
discussing
laugh.
arnica cream, Duders suddenly moved around in her chair with a surprising expression, saying, quote, "Oops, sorry, that was me."
Oh, sorry, that was me.
Circulating online, but with a fart fart added. While Snopes wasn't able to verify if Duders silently cut an air biscuit,
An air biscuit.
Rebecca from Watch Mojo's cracking me up.
Come on now, though. We've all done that, like lift the cheek so it's not loud shit.
Oh, my favorite. I used to do it all the scoot a table or kind of crack a cough. But I've had a few different farts go longer than the cough. So it's like
Each part.
yeah, it just keeps going after I'm caught. They're like, "Oh, and you tried to hide it." Like, yeah, I'm gross. I'm I'm that guy. I did that.
2015 altercation that occurred in Australia. Nadelhaft implied that King wasn't informed what had caused damage to Depp's hand. When
I better be careful with Watch Mojo. Actually, it might be a little too imprinted. Might be a little too clipped up. I might need a little more.
Oh no.
I might need a little more meme juice kind of channel. Aquaman. Sorry, go back to this moment.
Pedal my way back.
Remember that?
Sorry.
Aquaman.
His reaction when he said it. Was that intentional, you think?
Yeah.
Just why do you deviate from our agreement? It's not about her doing films.
Oh, did my stream reset? Oh no, I reset the chat.
You heard Miss
My
Heard
bad.
say, "Get off me," right?
No, I did not.
This wasn't the first time that you talked about Amber hitting the wall hard. Let's pull up Exhibit 213, please.
Hitting the wall hard based on the
We'll just take a look at the
accusations
next
that she
exhibit, Mr.
brought. I'm sorry, I was talking.
It was just constant. Dude constantly cut him off. Constantly cut him off.
Oh, I'm gonna keep playing this for a second and grab some more drink. I will be right back, guys. If you got it, fill up your cups, guys. If you got them, smoke them.
All right.
You would answer my question. We'll take a look at the next exhibit.
As long as you're happy, sir.
Felt this pressure. I felt this pressure. He thought he was punching me.
Sean Bailey,
Oh my
who was the number 3.
Objection, hearsay.
I don't
His eyes.
overrule it at this point.
He's like, huh?
May I continue, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Just basically said in the...
Objection, hearsay.
Your Honor,
Sean
this
Bailey.
this is about him
It's in
learning
an
about this.
article.
It's not for the-
saying that...
Objection, hearsay.
Last week, Mr. Rottenborn asked you about a quote where you said you wouldn't come back to the Pirates franchise for $300 million and a million alpacas. Do you remember that?
I want to alpaca.
When relative to...
That's correct. We don't have cameras in the videos. Sorry, we don't have cameras at the hallway. We don't have cameras on the hallway.
She brought up the situation of the... her fecal matter on the bed.
Oh, I'd love a picture of Rose though. Devin and Michelle.
He tried so hard not to say shit.
And she just tried to blame it on the dogs.
He did try. Really tried hard not to say shit.
That's what the
He tried so
opiate
hard.
does. The dopamine and serotonin, as you know, I imagine, are things that keep us it gives us our moods. It gives us.
I appreciate that, but my
Oh my gosh.
Michelle just wants to send you a picture and email, not to your house or anything.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I've got any of the. I got links. Should be the email attached to the the website in the description, so it should be readily available.
my question wasn't that. My question was
I'm just trying
right
to
after
school
you
you.
told the
So the event was May 20th.
You didn't know what could cause damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
All right, I'm gonna have to get more, but I'll stay on the video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sustained an injury on one of his
Well,
fingers.
objection, hearsay.
Oh,
the time
man.
that you did move in with him.
Objection leading. We're going to object on hearsay.
My co-star.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. Objection, hearsay.
It was fine.
Objection,
that it was
hearsay.
with Paul Bettany.
Objection, hearsay.
You said
Objection, hearsay. Objection leading.
7
on the street.
Objection,
Eight.
hearsay.
9.
That calls for hearsay, Your Honor.
Assuming the plan was to.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. Objection, form, compound.
Did you have any discussions with Miss Heard on the way to Coachella that evening?
We had a conversation pertaining to the surprise she left in the boss's bed.
And when you refer to the surprise in the boss's bed, what are you referring to?
The defecation.
A few times to Coachella. And
Did she poop in the bed?
Yeah, she did.
I think she pooped the bed. Did it on purpose?
The turd that was in the bed was as big as the dog that she blamed it on.
Yeah, there's no way.
No, that was human feces.
Why?
That's
Why
a mega pint.
She's an asshole.
Yeah, why shit in someone's bed?
I don't know.
Unless it's a jackass bit
Right?
or something from Steve-O's stuff.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Like if I lived with Steve-O, I was married to Steve-O, I'd expect shit in my bed.
Yes, exactly. But I don't even think Steve-O's girl has to deal with shit in the bed.
No.
I saw his most I saw the bucket list tour. He came through the venue here. I saw a good chunk of that show. That was a cool show.
Lucky.
Yeah, that was he shows some stuff that didn't make it into Jackass, and like just speaking of, I don't know, you guys I probably shouldn't say anything. You guys got to get the bucket list Steve-O bucket list DVD. It should be dropping soon. It's
Yeah.
it'll be all the footage and stuff. It's like going to be the movie version of his live set, and it's worth it. He shows some stuff that's like hilarious, and he kind of, not to spoil anything, but he tells the story of him and his wife.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, but and she's, you got it. It's fucking great.
Delivery. Saying that it was the dog.
Oh, go on the courthouse website and see what was submitted.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, you should be able to.
I'm sorry, I could not agree with her. It was not.
Are you saying you want me to?
The dogs.
But in fact, you don't recall seeing.
I'll be back here in a minute.
Right on.
Correct?
I don't remember. I don't even remember what I got for breakfast.
Okay.
Insider from 2015 that says
That guy was a trip.
Box office bomb in a row.
If that's what it said, it said. Are you just going to keep reading this?
Well, I mean, and you
Who's
would
that
agree
written by?
that before the op-ed there was negative publicity for Mr. Depp about assassinating President Trump. Would you agree?
No, I missed that one. I don't particularly remember that. I have a lot of stuff in front of me.
Oh. There's poop pics. I don't know if I can show them on stream. But
There are poo pics.
I'm going to look at them, though.
Well, does she have another husband who abused her?
But
in
did it talk about it?
2016?
Did it talk?
Mr. Drew, who was a chef, I don't believe is hearsay.
But I've just never seen driving. Yeah, that did it.
Wonder if they've just been entered into Google. Oh, some blurred ones. Oh my. No, that wasn't a dog.
No.
And why on top of the covers?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Straight ahead on Law and Crime Daily.
What?
Court is back in session for Johnny Depp.
Is she talking about she
talking
pooped?
about the difference between a punch, which Johnny did often, and me having to hit him in my defense.
Why Heard
Oh, whatever.
No, the context of that conversation was you were upset at him because you felt like the only time he stayed around to argue with you was when you beat him. And that was a problem. He should just stay and get verbally assaulted nonstop.
Yeah.
That's the context of that, of what she's talking. I saw that.
Yeah.
Was it supposed to be like a fuck you? Like she shit in his bed?
Well, she was leaving. This was after he said that he didn't want to like be with her anymore. She was leaving for Coachella with her friends, all jacked up on MDMA, shit in his bed. He wasn't home.
Oh, gotcha. So it very well could have even been somebody in her entourage, but either way, it was
yeah.
Amber Heard's camp that took a shit in Johnny's bed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he wasn't even there, and
Wow.
he had come back, and he was like, "Okay, well, now's a good time to, to go get my stuff because she's gone. She's at Coachella." And his security guard, or his assistant or whatever, was like, "No, boss, we don't do that right now because there's poop in your bed."
How many people have taken a shit that cost $15 million? Oh my gosh, that's such an expensive dookie. That's
Right.
a lot. That's insane.
Ain't that shitty?
It's so
Ain't that
gross.
shitty?
Ain't that shitty? You know it must have smelled. Oh, a musk pie. Dude,
Yeah.
Danny, it's so strange that she was with Elon Musk and James Franco to me. Again, this kind of like, I feel like she's really into, she's kind of got groupie vibes. Like there's groupie vibes going on there with that. Like she's kind of a star fucker is how it seems.
Yeah.
Like it seems like that's what she came up in the scene for, Was do you have clout? Well, here's Amber Heard. You get an Amber Heard. And you get an Amber Heard. And you get an Amber Heard.
Right.
Yeah, Eric. The mates. Yeah, I've worked hospitality. Sometimes people shit in those beds. It happens. There's a protective cover there for a reason. I assume Johnny Depp's fancy ass house had some kind of mattress protection to protect these delicate celebrities from dust mites and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, had to have. So I bet they just threw it away because he's wealthy. So just throw those sheets away. Oh man, if we could find the homeless person that's currently using or wearing the Amber Turd sheet. we should preserve it like the Shroud of Turin. Like we should protect it.
Why she filed for divorce.
I'm so scared that it was gonna end.
Hazard pay and biohazard suits. It's an unfortunate part of the hospitality job.
That's funny. Period. That's disgusting.
Heard addresses the infamous incident where feces was found in Depp's bed. And later,
this individual came here with the expressed purpose of taking as many.
That was about a mass shooting. We're not going there. It ain't about that today.
Mentally, I'm not ready for it.
Oh, no. I stray away from it now. I don't even really want to dick ride the news quite as bad as I used to. I don't really care to. I've not been as news obsessed lately. You know what I mean? I've just had a lot go. If I am, it's like entertainment news, or I'm keeping track with who's getting booked where, what's going on, like with stuff. Kind of my focus kind of changed on stuff like that. But surely in trending news, we got some more on this.
Yeah, of course.
Keep searching Amber Heard cringe. Hold up.
There's so much.
Oh, let's hear.
I still have yet to see the dog stepped on a bee.
Let's hear what her supporters are saying, because there's people who are like hashtag I stand with Amber.
A lot of them, yes.
And I've had no clue.
Today. I'm here because I stand with Amber Heard. I think what's going on Twitter is very sad to see. I think free speech is
you simping?
Very important to me. I think that not enough people are being considerate on the internet. Even if you disagree with my stance, I do believe that you should be considerate and be able to listen to everyone's opinions, even if you disagree with them.
Wait, is he only standing with Amber Heard to be a contrarian for free speech?
That's really what it feels like, yeah.
Is that his point? He's just trying to start arguments? Because that's hurting our free speech, acting like that.
Exactly.
Acting like that's hurting our free speech. Enjoy what you fucking have, you weirdo.
Here's what I guess I don't understand about her argument when it comes to free speech is she was talking about how her free speech was impeded on, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Well, then at that point, why did you want money for the comments that Johnny Depp's lawyer made about you and called them defamation?
Yeah.
Doesn't he have free speech?
Yeah. What happened? What happened to the concept of people? What happened to the conceptualization of an unpopular opinion? I hold plenty of unpopular opinions, and I make sure to preface that what I am about to say is an unpopular opinion.
Yeah,
I think Turtles in Time is the best Ninja Turtles movie. Right? Ooh. That's not a popular opinion. Nobody feels that way. And I say but I expect arguments. You know what I mean? Like this is what happens when you voice in public an unpopular opinion. You keep that behind closed doors. It's for your parlor, dude. You still have free speech. Nobody's policing what you just want to be able to say unpopular opinions out loud and have people agree with you. If the issue is audience compliance, well, stand-up comedians will tell you that's a no-go. You got to earn it. It's a conversation. You don't just get audience compliance.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's just so strange that's how this dude started his explanation of why he's standing with Amber Heard.
Free speech, I think, has been under attack in America recently. I think that because of what Elon Musk is doing with the acquisition of Twitter, there's a lot of questions coming about with bots and whatnot. Free speech for me is really important because you should be able to listen to all views, whether right or wrong, and still be able to consider it.
No, I could listen to all views. I don't have to listen to you.
You shouldn't have to listen to all views. That's bullshit. No, an unpopular
I
opinion
don't
again
have
is
to-
unpopular for a reason. When nobody wants to, so nobody will. So you don't get a platform because you say unpopular shit. Like,
Right.
the fuck is that? That's insane.
Boy,
That's insane.
Poor Justin had to endure my rant about this earlier, but I went on for a solid 3 minutes.
I can't believe this is what the fucking dude from Mythbusters is up to right now. The dude from the team. I can't believe this is how he's simping for Amber Heard for free speech somehow. Somehow he's conflated this trial with free speech, and I feel he must have said like, well, Johnny Depp seems like a drug addict, and somebody must have grilled his ass or something. Like, how could you dare side with fucking Amber Heard?
Yeah.
And now he's like, freedom of speech. Like, dude,
Yeah, 'cause
somebody
that's all
told
he
you
had
you're...
left.
Yeah, like... And I also don't understand how these people feel they're being surprised. What, because you're told you're wrong and laughed at? Like, welcome to fucking popularity.
Life.
Yeah,
Welcome
like...
to life.
It's because people not used to the spotlight. Like,
They just don't like feeling bad. They don't like feeling bad about their damn opinions, and so here we are. But my freedom of speech. You have freedom of speech, asshole, but you don't have freedom from consequences.
you shouldn't have said it on TikTok where 100,000 people can call you a dumbass. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you still have freedom of speech. You just want a massive following of people that are like you without having to weed through the shit-heels. And I'm sorry, that doesn't work that way.
Stupid.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. They're like, the
Doesn't work that way.
Constitution. Read the Constitution. You have freedom of speech, so you can say some dumb shit, and the government can't step in and be like, that was dumb, we're going to put you in jail for it.
Yep.
You don't have freedom from social consequences.
No.
If you don't want people to argue with you and you don't want people to express their opinions on your stupidity, then don't post it on the internet. Don't get on national TV and say it. Keep it to your damn self. Stay in your little circle.
Exactly. Like, exactly. You do have freedom of speech. Like, it's just, the fact that we don't rally around it isn't taking away your freedom of speech.
Exactly. Sorry.
Yeah, Erica, snowflakes melt when it's hot. Yeah. Which is what the side that was calling the liberals snowflakes, that's what they've become, because again, they found out their opinions are for the most part unpopular, and they also can't meme on the right lately. It's gotten big. They used to be the kings of it, but now they're empty. They got nothing. They got no memes. They lost their messiah, so they have no memes.
Right now, people are pushing for selective listening instead of free speech.
Trial and Amber Heard are important to you.
Listening and speaking are two very different things. Selective listening, you can do that while speaking.
I have ADHD. I will selective listen while I'm looking at you.
Yeah, this guy is like, everybody needs to absolutely listen to everything. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? There are absolutely things out there that are said that I don't want around my children. They can find that when they're adults. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not gonna like show my kid a bunch of Holocaust denying stuff because he needs to know both sides of the story. The fuck are you talking about? Like, that's insane. Their whole concept of...
It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart the way that she's being forced to relive all of this in front of the world, and they just hate her for it.
See, there's somebody who is supporting Amber Heard, and it makes sense. She potentially a victim of abuse and is also tricked by Amber Heard. Here's why I maybe feel a little sympathy for this person.
Yeah.
Like I think maybe she buys the act, which a certain demographic of people are going to buy it. Some people love B movies and the CW is their shit,
Yeah.
And that's okay.
I really enjoyed Vampire Diaries too.
Exactly.
I
watched all of Arrow. I'm shamelessly watched all of Arrow, actually. Yeah. I made it through that first season that was just tween bait. They're just like, here's a buff dude working out for a whole season.
Yeah.
Like, what does this have to do with the Green Arrow?
I never watched Arrow.
I like Arrow. By season 2-3, it starts picking up. The last season sucked.
But you gotta go 2-3 seasons into it before anything is like, oh, this is cool.
No, you gotta get a good 30 episodes in before it's like, oh, here we go. They started telling Neil Adams stories at a certain point. So if you tease me with Neil Adams storytelling at some point or something inspired by Neil Adams, I'll go into it. Yeah, you know, Smallville. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I hear her, and I hear her, you know, it breaks my heart because she's being forced to relive it. But
see, here's the thing.
I have a really hard time with that because she continuously dicked with Johnny. She called him before their divorce was over.
Yep.
She constantly called him back to her. I mean, it was a constant barrage. Her lawyers sent him a "I want this" or "I'm gonna sue you" bullshit, and then he said no, and then they ended up running a story. She blackmailed him. I have a really hard time with people like this because it just shows me that you haven't paid attention to the entirety of what's been going on.
Well, and you know, it's funny that guy brought up, like, you know, confirmation bias functionally is what he meant to say. He said selective listening and freedom of speech, but what he's talking about is he doesn't like people with confirmation bias, and that he doesn't like that people don't agree with his opinions. She is the perfect example of the demographic Amber Heard is shooting for. Amber Heard thought that the actual legitimate victims out there, who, you know, that Me Too movement is for, you know, that's who it's for. So again, like this lady, she's gonna ignore the steps that Amber took to provoke Johnny. Because it's a bit of a confirmation bias. She's not looking at that because for her particular case, because she wasn't a person that acted like that.
Yeah.
You know, so again, it's like she can't fathom that a woman would actually do that. You know, like, because she's not that type of person. So people are gonna get tricked by Amber Heard. Like,
yeah, and there's so many.
Yeah, and what sucks is like she appealed to appealing to specifically people who were legitimately victimized.
Yes, and
so,
that's
like,
really scary and really heartbreaking for me.
Yeah. So like this lady here, like, all the sympathy in the world. Like, I hope she does, you know, sees the details you're talking about and realizes that.
And people just shout at her with obscenities.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
I mean, I guess what she's not grasping is this girl put out a restraining order and then called him to have him come over and meet her in a hotel room that she got.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, she's not... Yeah, she's having to relive whatever fantasies she's made up in her head, but at the same time, she pushed herself on him over and over and over again, and I think that if given the opportunity, she would get back with him again. She said it many times on the stand that, you know, Johnny has this side of him that's just a monster, but the other side of him is beautiful, and it's the man I love. And I'm like, bitch, get out of here.
Yeah,
Like, someone tell Johnny Depp I'll treat him right. You know?
She cut him several different eyes and emotional pleas of love while on the stand, and he wouldn't even acknowledge her.
There's a recording, and I think I have it in the timeline, but I'm gonna tell you about it real fast. There's a recording of him going to see her in that hotel room after she had put out a restraining order, and she's like, I just wanted to hug you. I just wanted to tell you bye.
What? I just wanted a goodbye. See, that's another trick that abusive women will use. I just want a proper goodbye. We need to say goodbye to each other. We need to do this or that. And it's like, no. I've had a girl use that as a way back in.
I wanted to hug you. I wanted to touch you. I wanted to say goodbye, Erica. Exactly. I would have never, ever, ever egged on my abuser. Ever. Not at all.
Mm-hmm. See, that's...
Sounds like my ex.
What was that?
My ex done the same thing to me. Like breaking up with me and then all of a sudden wanted to say one last goodbye and have a deep fried taco.
Yep.
Yeah. See, no.
Yep. Nope. Don't trust that. You want back in. There's a reason you want to talk to me. If you didn't have a kid together, there's no reason to keep that going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, there's no reason to let some healing happen and maybe be friends later. But, you know, I don't know. I don't get it. Again, if you didn't have a kid together, there's no
reason for you to be here.
There's one reason Johnny went to that hotel room, it sounds like, and that's for, you know, to get laid, probably. I don't know. Like, I bet you she didn't word it as a goodbye at a certain point. I bet she was like, and, you know, I'm lonely.
Well, I I can't remember exactly what he said, and I'm sure there's a clip somewhere, but
which is fair on
went
him.
to the hotel room. I think it was to like get her to stop because she was getting the restraining order and she was telling people that he abused her and blah 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 blah. And it was somewhere around there that he was like, you know, we have to stop all this, but now you've gone and done it. You know, you've gone and really stepped in it. And she's like, I'm sorry, I had no other choice. You know.
Yeah, you did.
And so I think that him going to that hotel room, and he may have clarified, had a lot to do with him trying to get the ridiculousness to end. But it turned out to be a damn trap. And all she wanted was to touch him and hug him one more time because she loved him. And she was even like, will you ever love me again?
Jeez.
And he was like, that's where that soundbite came from is, you know, I loved you for so long, but you didn't exist. And holy shit, I felt that on a level that was deeper than I ever imagined. I never in my life thought I could relate to a 50-something-year-old man, but here we are.
He's been nothing but relatable this whole time. Somebody tried to call him a misogynist online for eating candy during court. That endeared him to me immediately because I'm a pocket candy person.
Well, when she was giving her testimony in the UK, she was stuffing her face. So, why was that an argument?
Why are we? Yeah, where's this? Yeah, where's the? If we're talking, his side is the I love that there's one free speech, Chad, just like the dude from MythBusters there, just like free speech. And it's like
in court for 8-9 hours a day. He's not allowed to have a piece of candy. He's almost 60, dude. Maybe he's got to keep his, blood sugar up or whatever.
He's like, I can't stand selective listening. It's like, did you hear any of that happened in the courtroom? Because I noticed you're out here talking about freedom of speech, but like in there, where the law is actually being executed, she's guilty of defamation, homie. Like it's not you're selective listening, homie. Like. So crazy. Ugh. I'm still fired up about freedom of speech, Chad. That shit,
it makes me so angry.
You know me with that stupid ass right-wing argument. Just triggered every time. I can't with it.
TikTok trend.
So this lady
dance and act out her sexual assault testimony. It's just sick.
Well, honey, it's because it didn't make sense.
Have you been here like every day, or how long have you been here?
Oh, no, not every day, just since Monday.
So do you think it's possible at all that she ever abused Johnny Depp at all?
No, I don't think it works like that.
Oh.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well.
Okay, now I understand what kind of person she is. She's the kind of person that thinks that because men are superior, bigger, blah, 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 that women can't abuse men. That's what she is.
That's crazy.
All sympathy, empathy gone.
That's yeah. All of my sympathy went out of the way with that. I just think it was something.
Why do you see him as the one with the power and not her?
I mean, he's older than her, richer than her, more famous than her.
She sought him out for those things.
So is this a case that you've always taken an interest in? Like, have you been interested in, when did you start
Hey, for sure, Justin.
Honestly, about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, here it is.
I saw what was going on, and I was so confused, and it just, I don't know, it broke my heart.
So why do you think more people that support her aren't here?
I mean, that's kind of why we started the Twitter account.
That's kind of why we started the Twitter. This is the lady behind the only Twitter followers. Holy shit. It is a small ass group of people. Oh, man.
See?
That is rough.
She did admit to hitting him, yeah.
Okay, guys, everybody, all that bullshit I said earlier about having sympathy for this lady, gone. She's crazy.
Nah, fuck her.
She's crazy. She's setting back every decent movement, trying to push humanity forward back.
I hate women like this. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Here's my unpopular opinion.
Yeah, hey, you feel how you feel. I don't.
My unpopular opinion is this isn't feminism, and if you think this way, you're not a feminist. You're an asshole.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's a Karen.
Yep, it's a Karen. Yeah, who would have thought? I thought for sure maybe poor previous victim or something like that. I take all that back. So take it all back.
I didn't get it. I still don't. I think because
it's 6 in a station still doesn't.
I still don't get it. The alpacas!
Camille, have you seen the alpacas? Have you met them?
Guys, that was a beautiful moment. Again, I didn't really watch any of this because I want to do a thorough series on it, but I did see alpacas.
Yeah, somebody brought alpacas dressed as pirates.
Camille.
That is
Hey, Camille.
the most wholesome shit.
It's funny and it's cute, but at the same time, I think it kind of turned people off to the seriousness of what this case was.
Yeah.
Have you met them?
That makes sense.
You should totally do that.
Somebody's like, yeah, why? Who needed good alpaca PR? What's going on here? Why did this? Who owns these? Why are they here? Why are they there?
A fan brought him. It was Rottenborn when he was questioning Johnny about Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know what kind of point he was trying to make aside from, like, even if you did want to do pirates, you wouldn't do it, even for $100 million or $300 million and a million alpacas or something like that. And so people just took it and went, well, then we're gonna bring alpacas.
We're gonna bring alpaca. Okay, it was reference to the alpaca thing that it was like a tweet he had sent to someone else. Like, I wouldn't do another one of those films for 300 million alpacas. Yeah.
It was like a text he had sent to somebody. Well, I don't blame him. He's fucking mad at Disney, and I am too.
Yeah. Well, fuck yeah. Disney and Warner Brothers. I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
I'd run right to
Disney
Paramount.
Apologize to him.
Oh.
They really should. I don't think they will, but
I don't think we'll see one from Warner Brothers, but hopefully we see something from Disney. Because if Disney, well, I mean, they like staying with the popular trends. So
yeah, which is the only reason they fired him in the first place, is because they thought it would make them popular, but it didn't. It backfired.
She was manipulating the Me Too movement, which was something that, is unfortunately a misogynist talking point, was women manipulating the Me Too movement, which Amber Heard eventually did. But again, this is a positive thing. The Me Too movement happening was still a very positive thing. Like,
absolutely, yeah.
We still have more exposure. We still have more transparency. We're still building. We're building still, but we're building a better culture where women can feel free to express potential traumas they've suffered.
Yeah, Erica's right. We got to be careful talking shit on Disney. I worked for them one time. I'll never do it again.
Disney, well, they like staying popular, and I very much like their content. I've watched the first couple episodes of Kenobi, and I'm gonna watch the rest of it.
But yeah, you're right. That's what happened is they I don't know, they got on board with Me Too, and I love the Me Too movement. I think it was really important. But at the same time, there are people who, like you were saying, manipulate the Me Too movement. And Amber is that person. Amber's not part of Me Too because it was just her.
Yep. And you see, and this is what I like about it, and this is where it being a misogynist talking point is moot now, because we see now the court of public opinion and actual court will change what you're affected on that movement. Like, and Amber Heard is now no longer the spokesperson for the Me Too movement like she wanted to be.
Right.
She's now guilty of defamation. So
exactly.
It will work out. That talking point isn't valid. There should not you shouldn't say there shouldn't have been a movement because people could manipulate it. Like, any movement could be manipulated. And we've shown that we can spectacularly sift those abusers out like fucking sand through a net. Lux is home.
Yes, I watched her walk in.
Sunglasses in the dark?
Yeah, it's a party. We're doing the Depp party. You didn't know?
Hi! Oh my god, he won! He won!
He got that money too.
He won.
All the money.
In case you didn't know, he won. Yeah.
15 mil.
15!
I know. I was texting Lux. I was like, is this in a draw?
The post he made?
$15 million.
It is a cute post. His reaction was great. This has been great. Everybody says hello.
Hello! Can I sit down?
Hello.
Yes, please come in.
Or should I go directly to get some stash?
No. Let's do that afterward. We got another 30,
super quick, I have to
like 40 to go, but Lux is in the house. Sorry, we're gonna get set up real quick. Gang, sorry.
Does she have a mega pint?
She died.
Oh, sister over here.
She'll grab a drink though. Because it's the time she off work now.
I was telling her that earlier. I was like, I need a long rip. That's what I need. I need a drink.
Yep.
I'm exhausted. And she's like, same.
It's oof. Today's
I don't
been
know.
one.
Women like that make me angry. I'm still stuck on this last girl. Women like that make me so
I'm still stuck on it too, because I thought I had an example of a victim that had been manipulated by her, and I could still make the same point of how
she's just an idiot.
it's good we have the systems we have and the movements we have thinking about this is, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. She's part of the problem. That girl is part of the problem.
yeah, and it's not that I have an overwhelming amount of faith in the system.
I might say something super unpopular, but I am not in the camp of believe all women. I'm not in the camp of believe all of anybody.
Exactly.
Women, men, doesn't fucking matter to me.
Case to case.
I will listen to you, and I will hear you, and I will support you in anything that you need. Not defaming people, but I will support you. But I am not in the camp of believing all of anybody over anything.
Situation to situation, it's different for every situation. You never know, like it.
I mean, if I see you with your ass whooped, that's a little different. But if you, I don't know, if you come out and tell me a story and you have no proof of it, then how am I supposed to logically be like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and if we're talking about sussing out violence in a social pool or in someone's situation, it's like you can't the only generalization you need to make with human violence is that it is human violence committed by humans. And every case is unique and individual, and even situations like when we're covering true crime, even when we cover things that are almost identical crimes, there are elements that are completely fucking different. And that's a different narrative. You can't just assume, like, you can't just politely fold things into column A, B, C, or D. And it's an issue. It's an issue we're having with society. You know, like Kat, who is preaching for free speech, probably grew up on standardized tests, so he doesn't. He's not able to conceptualize the fact that the world doesn't fit into certain categories.
Right. Yes. Not everything is black and white. There are gray areas, and people like to ignore them.
He can't handle, like, people like that can't handle it. Like,
right.
They've been.
I know somebody like that.
yeah. I do too, and it's, you know,
me off every time I talk to him.
Yep. Then there's.
I love him. He's just stupid.
There's some things you just can't categorize. You just can't.
Right. Yeah. And I don't know. Oh, I can. Poor Justin had to hear me earlier. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sure he's good at it. What was that?
He is.
Yeah, the clothes are dry. Yeah, the clothes were dry. I dried some clothes. Sorry, is my mic
lost
back
my
on?
whole shit about it.
I hear you guys. A package is here.
Oh.
Oh my.
I
Package.
just saw a shadow in front of the door.
Oh, snap. Is that the bath bombs?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
They're already here.
Ooh.
We'll have to open those later.
Yeah, those are gonna be cool. Sorry, this thing's being all shorty and horrible.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sure.
Arianthe, can you give me some chit chat?
Yeah, I can give you some chit chat. I can chit chat all day.
There we go. Keep going for me.
Okay. So my neighbors are moving. The ones who think I'm a Satan worshiper, they close on their house tomorrow. Or the people who are buying it close on the house tomorrow. They actually moved out without having a place to go. So that's interesting.
You ran them off with Satan.
I did.
You said they were scared.
I saw them outside earlier, and this morning, and she was like, "So we're closing on our house tomorrow, and everything's good, right?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" So I mean, I feel like I might have to butcher a chicken tomorrow. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, snap. Erica just brought up that recovering addicts eat candy all the time. Yeah.
They do. Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot.
Sorry, back on the Johnny Depp being a narcissist. Like, that's just some old nonsense.
Not a narcissist. Well, here's the thing. I think to be. Can he hear me? Okay.
No, well, I can't. It's this fucking. There's a short in this splitter.
Is there here?
Hey, Lex.
What about this one?
Oh, let me try a different splitter.
Stand by.
Stand by.
Aaron.
I rebuke you.
So much better, I think.
For you.
Hey.
Oh, is it?
Oh no.
Still no.
Can you still hear?
Yeah, I think.
I'm still
There it is.
here.
Okay.
Don't touch it.
We're not gonna touch it. We gotta get new splitters. But pocket candy, even before recovery, after recovery,
Yeah.
every time, but like right now, pocket candy.
So yeah, I mean, I have pocket candy, pocket almonds. I have pocket everything.
Yeah.
First of all, I have kids. Second of all, like I've had surgeries that require me to kind of eat around the clock, or I get sick.
Yeah.
And so I have to eat pretty constantly, and so I've constantly got stuff in my pocket. You know.
Bodega candy.
That doesn't make me a narcissist. However, I do think that to be an actor, you have to fit some level of narcissism, though I don't think it's dangerous.
Yeah. Well, and even if he was dangerously narcissistic, I don't think I don't think there's an abusive bone in his body in that regard. Like, you can be self-obsessed and not a danger to the people around you.
No, I think the only person that Johnny Depp ever abused was himself.
Yeah. Especially, particularly with his choice of partner. He really likes women that are mean to him.
Yeah, I mean, he had that 14-year
likes that.
relationship with Vanessa Paradis, and she seemed to be kind and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Oh
right.
no.
Was that the nice one?
Yeah, she seemed to be pretty nice.
Oh, she said,
She's
"Oh no!" So I was like,
Oh yeah, I was like, did you just
What?
Google that she like hit him with a bullwhip or something? I was like, oh
No.
shit, oh snap.
Yeah. No, she seemed really kind, and they ended up splitting ways because she's French. She wants to go back to France. She's very successful in France, and he was here in the States.
Yeah.
So after 14 years, they called it quits.
Damn.
And then he met Amber. Well, he met Amber before they called it quits.
Damn. The first time Justin quit cigarettes, Jolly Ranchers were his best friend. That's a really good tip.
"Oh, hi, Debbie and Erica."
Lux is here. Lux is off work. How was work, by the way?
It was all right.
All right. Just all right.
Yeah. Oh, almost took out your thing.
Oh, here, hand me that. Give me that. But don't bump the business. Ooh, hand it to me.
Poor Lux.
The
I text her
business.
screaming at her, and I was like,
Oh yeah, this morning. Yeah, we were in the
I'm
middle
sorry.
of we were in the middle of something, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have to like wait to say anything until it's like a good moment." And I was just sitting there like, "Oh my god, the verdict is in!" And I'm just getting all caps from Mary Anthony.
Oh.
We were just going
We
back and
got
forth
it.
like,
They were like, "Oh my god, we got it!"
I bet people were tense as hell today. I bet people were very tense. Just
Boy,
ooh.
I thought I was gonna throw up for a second. Well, they first they called everybody in. They had the jury in there. Judge has paperwork, staring at paperwork. Is this your unanimous decision? They say yes. She looks down again and goes, "Oh, hey, you forgot to fill this thing out. Why don't you go back to the deliberating room?" And I was like, "Oh my god!"
What?
And it was like
So
another.
I didn't actually get to see the result, like the live, like actually the
Oh man.
the verdict.
We went.
I didn't actually see it. We'll have to watch it later.
Yeah, we'll have to watch it later. We watched it on stream, and I put applauses in it.
Yeah.
One mistaken applause that was for her $2 million. But I start hearing about money, and I get excited. I was under the assumption, for some reason, it was all Johnny Depp's money, but yeah, that $2 million was for something
I
his
wouldn't
attorney
be
said.
surprised if he put in an appeal for it, because technically she should sue Adam Walden for those statements, not Johnny Depp.
Exactly. I know. How does that work? I gotta ask
She picked
Jameson
the
this.
wrong
How does
one.
that work when you're in the capacity of representing somebody?
Yeah, I think that would be the argument to be had, is if you're representing someone, do the statements that you make mean that those statements are also of the person you're representing? I don't know.
I mean, he
Well,
definitely said
hang
them
on.
on behalf of Johnny Depp. There's no other
Was this-
legal press. I mean, that's the highest place you could be representing somebody
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
and speaking on their behalf.
Was this? I guess was this in media or in court?
In court.
So wait.
Well, Adam said the statements in a newspaper.
Oh, he did? I thought it was straight
Yeah.
up a line of questioning.
I was about to
he had
say
in
they
court.
can't try to put more on their case
Yeah,
based
it
off
was
of
in a
what's said
news-
in court. I can't imagine
Newspaper
like the
or
lawyer
magazine?
saying something about her.
They'd have to drum up new
on
charges
behalf,
and
yeah,
attach
like
them
they'd
and
have
get
to,
it all
it'd
approved
have,
right
yeah,
then.
it would either that or they would have to like cancel the session and start over because you can't just tack on charges and stuff like that in the middle of court.
I thought it was
Oh,
while
here's
he
a
was representing.
question.
I thought it was while he was representing Johnny for something else in court. When he said it.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I still
No,
thought he said
so
it.
I have a question. So the jury decided unanimously that her statements were false, right? Since she testified to those statements being the truth, why is it, do you think, that she wasn't handed a perjury charge?
They haven't written it out yet.
Ah,
They got to decide if they're going to or not.
they should.
Yeah, I mean, she perjured. Like you see now, like the Daily Mail or whatever opened one up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's based off of the actual op-ed.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
like, if they're gonna do that in the U.S., though, I feel like they need to. I feel like there's a certain way they have to establish that
Well, she
after the
also
fact. since
perjured in court in
the-
Australia, and they opened up a perjury case for her.
I know, but based off of like how we determine those things in the U.S., there's no telling if the jury's really going to want to prosecute her for perjury if they find it false, because
Well, I think the jury will have to
on
say
their-
it's up to the state.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess up to the
Yeah.
state. That's what I meant. Because, I feel like in this society, we put a little bit more on whether or not that was true to her. So for us to determine whether or not that's perjury, they have to look through it again. And that's not going to happen anytime soon.
Well, there was a question in there of whether the statements made in the op-ed were considered true, and the jury
Yeah.
said no.
See, and that's yes. See, that's where you can open up a perjury case, in my opinion, is because a jury has specifically ruled that she's lied on the stand.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like they've already kind of thrown out her if she feels that way or not. It's because they've specific. It's weird. I'll catch you up to it. The video. It's fucking the way they lay out this verdict. Oh man. I guess we can throw this back on again, actually.
Don't worry about it.
It's
You're
the-
towards the end of the stream. It's not that big of a deal. It's really not. It's just me.
2-minute video. I kind of want to make sure I don't fuck up these. Hold up. You got to see the worst simp on planet Earth.
Because I stand with Amber Heard. I think what's going on Twitter is very sad to see. I think free speech is very important to me. I think that not enough people are being considerate on the internet. Even if you disagree with my stance, I do believe that you should be considerate and be able to listen to everyone's opinions, even if you.
I'm definitely.
He has a point.
I'm listening to it, but I'm not gonna. I don't have. There's nothing that obliges me to be considerate to you. Like,
No. There's no obligation of consideration, but he has a point. People are shit on the internet.
Yeah, people are.
There's no controlling that.
No.
Not unless unless there's actual shit.
You're gonna get
policies
heat.
that are put in place and laws.
You're gonna get heat.
Nobody's obligated to be kind to you on the internet, which is really fucked up considering we as a society and as pretty much a world on the internet also preach kindness.
Well, it's
like we gotta pick one.
Well, we preach
gotta
a
pick one.
subjective kindness where it's you. That's for the individual to
Yes.
judge for themselves. Like,
You are kind to the people that you
Yeah.
agree with. You're kind to the people that you find to be worthy of your kindness.
and my point to this guy is like, what he wants is everybody to act like his unpopular opinion is a popular opinion while he's talking about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like nobody, like that's what most of the freedom of speech arguments are, and that it's bullshit. Like this is Homeboy from
Free speech,
MythBusters
I think, has been
is
under
fucking
attack
up.
in America recently. I think that because
I gotta rewind this a little bit because I have to actually listen to what he said.
even if you disagree with my stance, I do believe that you should be considerate and be able to listen to everyone's opinions, even if you disagree with them.
See, that's
free
what he
speech,
said.
I think
He's not
has been
talking
under
about
attack
kindness
in America
to
recently.
people that are specifically like you feel like being kind to someone. He's not talking about individuality.
About
He's
considering
talking
and having a
about
platform.
respecting and considering other people's opinions. That's all he's talking about in
yeah.
that statement.
Yeah.
We're not talking about us as individuals. We're talking about the internet in general chooses to both be toxic and kind at the same time.
At the same time.
That's ridiculous. You need to pick one if you're going to be on the internet. Like you can't just treat some random as a whole. There needs to be consideration for other people's opinions on the internet, and there's a lot of people that don't do that, which I totally understand. But he's not coming from an individuality place in this statement. He's coming specifically from, you've got to respect people's opinions.
Well, and keep in mind the context. He was asked the question, why are you standing with Amber Heard?
You've got to respect people's opinions on the internet.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Well, no,
which is weird. Which is a weird stance to take. Like the other lady that they ask, who's a supporter of Amber Heard, is like,
it's fine. I'm not trying to relate to somebody who relates to Amber Heard by any means. I was just saying on one statement.
No.
That this was
I got you.
Very clearly what he's trying to say. That's all.
I was just being a pain in the ass. I'm sorry.
Because of what Elon Musk is doing with the acquisition of Twitter, there's a lot of questions coming about with bots and whatnot. Free speech for me is really important because you should be able to listen to all views, whether right or wrong, and still be able to talk about it in a considerate manner. I think right now people are pushing for selective listening instead of free speech.
Right.
But isn't it impeding on my freedom of speech to not be able to rant about how much I don't like that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of his opinion. Like, again, I'm kind of confused by his whole stance. Like, he didn't just answer that question weird, because he should have just said, I stand with a victim, period. Like, I consider her a victim and I stand with her, which is what this lady said.
Well,
I mean, he pretty clearly doesn't necessarily consider her a victim of anything other than somebody wouldn't let her talk.
Well, I'm also really confused because he's getting a very polite news microphone pointed at him.
My boss is calling.
Oh, snap.
Hello.
Which is like, well, so, yeah, why does he feel that way, particularly while being interviewed by the news, is I guess my question here. The context is so bizarre to me.
Yeah. Why do you stand with Amber Heard? Well, I feel like the internet and society is not letting people talk. Okay.
Be sure to subscribe to our news channel where we've let you. I don't. It's like I've also yet to see the media not give its fair share. If there's a company that's not showing the other side of the argument, it's because there's a competitor who's already doing that. You know what I mean? Like I still am stressing to see where the system isn't fair overall. Like there is a balance.
I guess I don't get it.
Yeah, there is a balance, and
nobody has freedom of speech anymore. He says with a microphone in his face
on the news.
On the news,
to a respectful person asking a respectful question. So again, I'd love to know what has him feeling that way specifically, because I don't know. No, I don't feel that way about also somebody who's been up on the news, and those dudes seem pretty nice.
Yeah.
Here's Amber Heard leaving court after the loss. Just wanted to see if anybody was even there. Just people shouting in the distance. Look, that's a big loss. What's her... Okay. Not something too appropriate to pull up, but again, in the context of...
Yeah, Justin's right. They just want to be able to spew shit and not get flagged for it.
Yeah! Okay. That's rough. Just wanted to see, because Lux and I were saying this morning, and we were talking about, like, Lux made a really good point. Like she mentioned that, he gets $22 million for the Pirates movies, right? And all the cameos and stuff. Yeah. The number we had, like I said earlier, was like closer to 50 million, which I think was his initial fucking.
He asked for 50 million.
Yeah.
She asked for 100.
Which is crazy. crazy.
At
But,
no point in time is she ever going to be worth $100 million.
well, and it looks like right now she's only worth $8 million.
That's including whatever she won today. Yeah, I see you, Erica.
So I'm, a little confused. She's going to have to really earn to be able to do that. You mentioned she had just, before court, started looking at a house that was $20 million.
She was very confident.
Which, when you have a bank like you should be, when you have like potential movie deals coming up and you can actually sustain that lifestyle for enough time to buy the house. But this kind of throws her whole. She's gonna have to downsize. What I was saying earlier about I don't know how much she's worth. It's like, if this is true, that's gonna be pretty tough. Like, her payments are gonna be rough. They're gonna have a whole problem. But I've still got this verdict being read out loud pulled up.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good. We gotta celebrate more. Just a little bit more at the end of the show.
All right, Mr. Foreperson, is this the verdict of the jury? Yes. All right, is it unanimous? Yes. Thank you, sir. Jamie?
In civil case number CL 2019-2911.
Where is he?
He's not there.
Claim against Ms. Heard.
Yeah, so he's not there. It's
Cool.
just Heard there.
Heard. 1. As to the
Right,
statement
he's on
appearing
Twitter.
in the online op-ed entitled Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition. Quote, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. End quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer,
I can, Erica.
Yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven, by clear and convincing evidence, that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Erica.
2. As
Guess
to the
who's back?
statement appearing
Back
in the
again.
op-ed entitled A Transformative Moment for Women in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change. In the Washington Post online edition. Quote, then 2 years ago, I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes.
How many statements were there?
Question, the statement has a
I forget. Yeah, quite a few. And again, all of them she's found guilty by the jury of having defamed Johnny, of it not being true. Like, is it a lie?
Mm-hmm.
There was one thing again that his attorney had said, Walden had said, I guess just in the press at a previous time, that their camp was found guilty of, and so that's where the $2 million came from that we were talking about this morning.
Mm-hmm.
defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of the statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. 3. As to the statement appearing in the op-ed entitled "A Transformative Moment for Women" in the Washington Post print edition and the online op-ed, Amber Heard, I spoke up against sexual violence and faced our culture's wrath. That has to change, in the Washington Post online edition. Quote, I had the rare vantage point of seeing in real time how institutions protect men accused of abuse, end quote. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Mr. Depp proven by a greater weight of the evidence that question, the statement was made or published by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Question, the statement has a defamatory implication about Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Question, the defamatory implication was designed and intended by Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, due to circumstances surrounding the publication of this statement, it conveyed a defamatory implication to someone who saw it other than Mr. Depp? Answer, yes. Do you find that Mr. Depp has proven by clear and convincing evidence that Ms. Heard acted with actual malice? Answer, yes. As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award compensatory damages in the amount of $10 million. As against Amber Heard, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $5 million. In civil case number CL 2019-2911, Ms. Heard's claim against Mr. Depp. 1. As to this statement, appearing in the April 8, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, Amber Heard and her friends in the media use fake sexual violence allegations as both a sword and shield, depending on their needs. They have selected some of her sexual violence hoax facts as the sword, inflicting them on the public and Mr. Depp. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, no. 2. As to this statement appearing in the April 27, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, quite simply, this was an ambush, a hoax. They set Mr. Depp up by calling the cops, but the first attempt did not do the trick. The officers came to the penthouses, thoroughly searched and interviewed, and left after seeing no damage to face or property. So Amber and her friends spilled a little wine and roughed the place up, got their story straight under the direction of a lawyer and publicist, and then placed a second call to 911, end quote. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven all the elements of defamation? Answer, yes. Has Ms. Heard proven by a greater weight of the evidence that, question, Mr. Waldman, while acting as an agent for Mr. Depp, made or published the statement? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was about Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was seen by someone other than Ms. Heard? Answer, yes. Question, the statement was false? Answer, yes. Do you find that Ms. Heard has proven by clear and convincing evidence that the statement by Mr.
She just
Waldman
smiled.
was made with actual malice? Answer, yes.
I missed it. What?
3.
She just,
As to this
her
statement
lips just
appearing
turned
on the
up.
April 27th,
She's trying to smile. Finding out she's getting $2 million.
The beginning of the end of Miss Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp. End quote.
I didn't see it.
Do you
She's, like,
find that
faking
Miss Heard has
sadness really
proven
well.
all the elements of defamation? Answer.
Real
The
subtle.
woman was made with actual
Just to be
malice.
clear, I don't think
Answer,
Johnny was like
yes.
innocent. I'm sure he reacted
3.
and did some
As to this
fresh stuff
statement,
too.
appearing in the April 27th, 2020 online edition of the Daily Mail, quote, "We've reached the beginning of the end of Miss Heard's abuse hoax against Johnny Depp," end quote. Do you find that Miss Heard has proven
You know what I
all
mean?
the elements of defamation? Answer, no.
I think here it is. Here it is.
I want to
As
see it.
against John C. Depp II,
Oh, 1 second,
we, the
Erica.
jury, award
Oh, no, that's
compensatory
cool.
damages in the amount of $2 million.
I missed it.
As against John C. Depp II, we, the jury, award punitive damages in the amount of $0.
Does either side wish to have the jury
Oh no, I
polled?
missed it.
Yes, Your Honor.
It was
Jamie?
before this. I must have not reminded
Members of
far
the jury,
back enough.
if this is your verdict, please answer yes. If this is not your verdict, please answer no. Juror number 6. Yes. Juror number 10. Yes. Juror number 15. Yes. Juror number 16. Yes. Juror number 22.
They put an intern in his chair.
Juror number 27.
Who's the little teenage
Juror
boy
number
that's off to the left here? Who's 17-year-old aspiring law student?
You called out the
He looks
intern.
so uncomfortable.
He does look uncomfortable.
He looks brand new. And he's like, oh, let me put my hands
Not even
here.
moving.
It's like, huh?
Johnny Mulaney up here.
I'm here, there's a camera, people are streaming.
Starfleet ensign energy. That lower decks vibe. Oh,
29.
Do you find that the jury's verdict is unanimous? Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes your service in this case. I want to thank you again for your dedication and your hard work during this trial, and I know I speak for everybody here when I tell you that we appreciate your sacrifices and your time and your public service in this matter, okay? So I'm going to have you go back to the jury deliberation room for one more time, and then we'll release you from there, okay? All right, thank you.
yeah. So that's the juice.
Juice.
That's the reason for this season. That's why it's Johnny Depp Day today. That's why
That
today.
intern kid totally was like, "Mom, watch the news. I'm on TV.
I'll be there."
It's me.
I've watched
I'm
every
gonna sit at the table.
I'm gonna be at the table.
Right? They had a cake for him, like when he came home.
Bob's like, I've TiVoed every second of it, hoping to see you in the background.
Bob's big day.
I've filled up the TiVo with it. Here's a compilation of Camille shutting down Amber
I
Heard.
split it between the ACLU and the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, end quote. Right?
That's correct. I made that statement as soon as I got a divorce and we reached the settlement. That's when I pledged it, right then.
And you say this because
Oh, here we go.
you, quote, wanted nothing, end quote.
That is correct.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
But you hadn't donated your entire $7 million settlement to charity at that point, had you? That's incorrect.
She's something else,
Sitting
huh?
here today,
So you did donate all.
Heard, you still haven't donated the $7 million divorce settlement to charity. Isn't that right?
Now I'm panicking.
It's what she deserves.
Incorrect. I pledged the entirety of the
Ms. Heard,
settlement, $7
that's
million
not my
to
question.
charity, and I
Ms. Heard,
intend to
Ms.
fulfill
Heard,
those obligations.
Ms. Heard, that's not my question.
I am shook.
Please.
What was
Try
your
to answer
question?
my
We gotta get all this silliness out before we seriously talk about this with your timeline.
I know, yeah, that was pretty rough.
Gotta get it out.
Sitting here today, you have not donated the $7 million, donated, not pledged,
Donated.
the $7 million divorce settlement to charity.
I use pledge and donation synonymous.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
One another. They
But I
the same
don't.
thing.
Ms.
I don't.
Heard, I don't use it synonymously.
That's how donations are paid.
Ms. Heard, respectfully, that's not my question.
I mean, that's half their job is to get you all flustered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Innocent, where you at?
He testified that at the beginning portion of the video where you set up the camera,
How would
that
they
wasn't
know?
included in the video that TMC received.
I don't know what video TMZ
I'm talking
received.
about Mr. Tremaine's testimony, Ms. Heard. Let's just
So you're
focus on
asking me
Mr.
to repeat
Tremaine.
his testimony?
No, I'm asking you if you recall hearing him say those words to this jury.
Yes, I heard his testimony.
We all did. And he testified at the end of the video where you can be seen smirking. I know you testified earlier that you haven't been smirking in this trial, but you sure were caught on camera smirking in that video.
I disagree with that.
It was also not included in the TMZ video.
Everyone can watch that video and you can determine whether you think it's funny to me or not.
But imagine how tired we are.
The timeline that I built for you, it's in there.
It's in that video's in there.
It is unedited. Yep.
Yeah. And is it a smirk in your opinion?
She's laughing. Yeah, she actually laughs.
Okay, so there's an audible laugh.
The video came from you, right, Ms. Heard?
Oh, shit! No, it did not.
You
That
edited
video
out
did
the
not
portions.
come to me.
Ms.
I mean,
Heard,
come from me.
Ms. Heard, you edited out the portions that made you look bad before sending it to TMC.
You are very wrong about that.
So that
if I
only
wanted to
Mr.
leak
Depp
information, I
looked
could have
bad.
done it in a more effective way.
Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
A lot sooner and a lot more.
Because you
I
knew
was
exactly
living
how
with
to
a
do that,
mountain
right?
of this evidence. If I wanted to
Because you knew exactly how to do that,
leak it, I
right?
could have done a lot more with it.
And you stupid.
I thought you testified earlier in this trial that you didn't know how to leak things.
I don't.
It's just, that was the most realistic, like on the verge of tears I've seen her so far. Like hella caught in a lie.
This is a situation where you were trying to get Mr. Depp to pay attention to you, isn't that right?
No, I was trying to stop him from using.
And because he ran away from you at the first sign of trouble, you call him a monster,
I was
right?
trying to stop him from turning into the monster. The drugs are the key that opened the door.
Who was the real monster in this relationship, Ms. Heard?
Listen, Johnny, it's half of Johnny. It's not all of Johnny. The other half of him is wonderful and beautiful and the man I love.
As of today, you
That
have not
video's in the
paid
chat.
$3.5
That is insane.
million of your own
Dang it.
I can't believe.
money to the ACLU.
Yes
I mean, if
I
she's
have
saying
not
the
yet.
sober part of him is amazing, I get that.
Yeah, just the
Right,
different
though?
the different small lies they've caught her in, where it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
why lie
Yeah.
about that? Why?
Just stupid stuff. Stupid stuff.
Why?
Like, I can go into it again later, but I sent you the video in question. I sent you the unedited one in your Discord.
Oh snap! We're about to roll up out of here, I think, actually, but
roll out.
This just means we have a whole Depp v. Heard series coming up.
Let's do it.
So, guys, we're gonna run down their relationship in detail. We're gonna talk about both sides. We're gonna explain as far as we can tell and the information that Arianthea has gathered, because she's done a hell of a timeline for this entire relationship. So,
It was like I lived there.
I know nothing. I honestly didn't follow 1 minute of it.
Oh, well, girl, I'll take you through the whole thing.
I feel like Arianthea at this point knows more than the defense attorneys did.
I do, yeah.
Like, there's stuff you've seen, you've brought up, like, oh yeah, in video. You know what I mean? Like the videos you have in the link are really, really well put
And
together.
as of today,
But I know she never cops to having donated.
you have not paid $3.5 million of your own money to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles.
But I didn't know she got caught with
yet.
the whole leak thing.
How many do I get?
Yeah.
0. So as of today, you have not paid $7 million of your divorce settlement to charity, right?
I have not been able to fulfill those obligations yet.
I am dead inside.
Picture of an alleged bruise on the right side of your face. Do you remember him saying that?
I remember him saying that.
That information must have come from your team, right, Ms. Heard?
Absolutely not. Why would I want that? What actual survivor of domestic violence wants that?
Wait a minute. Exactly.
Actual survivor.
He fucked up.
I want to go home. You may have noticed that no one showed up for Miss Heard in this courtroom other than her sister. Every other witness who traveled to Virginia for her was a paid actor.
Her lawyer looks back.
The lawyer looking to check. Like,
Dude in the back caught himself looking because you don't want to fucking look when they say that. You know why? They're already looking at her. They're already looking at her. When this comes out of Camille's mouth, they're already looking at Amber. So why the hell is your lawyer? In that split second, you choose to turn your whole head. You made a whole 90-degree turn, bitch.
Dude, did you see her
to double
eyeball?
check? Yeah.
She bugged her eyes out to look for any.
She was that was rubbernecking.
Yeah.
Dude in the back tried to do it. He caught himself. He's like,
And she looks like she hasn't slept in 4 days.
No.
Please replay that real quick.
Like, she looks.
You gotta watch the dude in the back. He
so
does a
tired.
really quick glance and he's like, "Oh, don't look. I forgot. Don't look. Don't look. This is sad."
I want to go home.
You may have noticed that no one showed up for Miss Heard in this courtroom other than her sister. Every other witness who traveled to Virginia.
I think it was like at that moment that she's like,
We have lost this.
Like, that's a fucked observation to make.
My client, Your Honor, my client turns out to have been just the worst in all regards. Can we, any way we can do this? Just redact me from it? Like, it's
popularity
live.
Please strike my contribution to this completely off the record.
which
All
would be
of it.
fine because a lot of it was
love
just
that.
rambled nonsense.
Ariane, can you just clip that for me from home?
Oh, it's so good.
It is. Both, if you watch them both at the same time, she does a long ass look. He does a quick, just like Lex said, like a.
You just have to say that you're fine when you're
Wow,
not
it's
really fine,
perfect.
but you just can't get into it.
And that this could only have been possible if the video was received directly from the source. Yes?
I heard him say that. I don't know if that's true or if that's possible because
It's
it's
heard.
from the
It's
flying.
Why
the fuck you lying? So I know that's incorrect, is what I mean to say.
Mark.
The lady who knows nothing about leaks.
So that's actually something that I wanted to bring up to you because I know that you have direct experience with this. The TMZ guy said, and I'm going to take it, that the only way that TMZ can own the copyright to a video is if it is sold to them or given to them by the person who took it.
Yes, and then they have and then they have a process they go through before they post it. So even if that so if they can receive what has been guaranteed to them as source material and through their background and what we can assume are the thorough people at TMZ have sourced they're checking the blockchain, stuff like this. There's digital evidence to find out if this is the source copy, or they're only going to accept a like something physical.
Yeah.
According
to the guy from TMZ, it was emailed to him, and he said that within 15 minutes, they not only owned the copyright, but they also were able to publish it.
Well, and owning the copyright and publishing it for them, again, all they got to do is have an agreement with the person who gave it to them, like a yes, they got to have it given to them, and then they slap a TMZ logo on
watermark,
it. Yeah, probably an intro and outro and a watermark. And then they technically own it. And TMZ, they really focus on getting the original because they want their TMZ watermark to be what everyone's looking at. They want it to be they got to make sure it's not already out there everywhere. They don't want something that's everywhere already. So that's really verifying that it's an original comes down to, is it already out there? And what does the metadata on that file say?
Right.
He
said that within 15 minutes of it being sent to them, not only did they own the copyright at that point, but they had put bumpers on it, watermarked it, and had it posted.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, that means that it's theirs. The first release of it is them. But
that would mean that it would have to come from the source of the person who took it, right?
Not necessarily. It has to come from a singular computer, as I understand it. Like most companies, they're just looking to make sure it never really it never breached onto the internet from a singular device. Like the chain will go back to, it was copied off of the same one computer. Like you have a copy, one of 10 from this computer.
But if you take a video, you take a picture, you own that video, that picture, unless it is given to someone else. But you can't send it to your friend and your friend send it to someone else and, you know, them sell the copyright to it. They have to go back to you.
No, but you can.
Yeah, if you share it.
Yeah, it's out there.
Do whatever they want with it.
It's now public, or like if especially if they can prove that, like, if it was something as simple as a message that said, "Let me send you something real quick. You're gonna think this is hilarious," and then you
even
were to
within a
watermark
private
it.
conversation.
Yeah, and you know, the courts can subpoena for that. They can.
Well, they did.
Yeah, they can ask
They
for,
did,
like,
and
you know, like, what were the actual conversations on text behind this? And I know they pulled a bunch of texts from Johnny in particular, like talking to famous people.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming, like, the court took this whole computer footage thing because they were absolutely sure TMZ did their. I mean, TMZ always does. Like,
They did, yeah, they did do their due diligence, but whenever she asked him, because Camille asked him, where did you get the video? And he said the only way that we are allowed to buy or own the copyright of any sort of material such as this, after going through the process of making sure it's authentic, we have to get it from the source. And so he was asked then, you know, did you get it from Amber? And he didn't really say. He kind of ran around it.
An interesting analog to all of this is in season 1 of the new Kardashian series, Kanye manages to score the original, like the computer where the source file for the Ray J tape, the Ray J Kim Kardashian tape is. And what she has is an old Mac.
Yeah.
Yep. But he's my hero for that. I don't give a shit.
That was pretty. That was pretty clutch of him to come through with. Straight up, just meet up with AJ, get the Mac that it was on, and make sure that.
Sorry, but that was awesome. Like, I don't know what he's like IRL, but like that was awesome.
Yeah. So.
Well, he wasn't a freak until after she started dating Pete.
That's true.
He was nice to her.
Yeah.
He was trying his best to get her back. The second Pete came out public, that's when he started being a dick and being the worst human being I've ever
mean,
seen.
I would probably panic too.
I would panic too, but there's a lot that was exposed that was just unacceptable. Period.
Yeah.
There was too much that was exposed.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Like on Kanye?
Yeah, like he went into a whole mental breakdown thing practically, where he was just exposing a lot of privacy for them.
Yeah.
And like
that was
getting their
really
kids
scary.
involved in public situations and like posting all about how like, oh, Pete gets to see my kids more than I do, which wasn't true.
He posted pictures of their
Apparently.
backpack, which is not. That's really dangerous.
Yeah, he went off his rocker.
Or there was like a lot of personal, like even when he was sitting there trying to get at her for letting her kids do personal things on the internet, he turned around and was exposing his children, their personal things on the fucking internet, like both that he wasn't doing them any favors, and he wasn't doing him any favors. He was just being a dick.
Just food for thought,
For
like
one person that has nothing to do with the family.
like temporary insanity, like he's so in love and like shocked or something. Like,
as someone who's been through a divorce and been separated from his kid against his will, it makes you crazy. No, he didn't act unmeasured, in my opinion. That's how crazy I felt.
Yeah, like
So,
if you really don't.
I mean,
I'm not saying what he did was right, but maybe we'll have a talk about that, and Lux can lead the way because I don't know much about what he did, but.
Oh, he just went public crazy shit, so he turned into a villain too.
I'm not necessarily knowledgeable on it. I just saw the posts.
Yeah,
Y'all would probably know more than me.
Like not cool, but like kind of understandable. Like
when he was walking around dressing like he was gonna rob banks with what's her name from Akat Jams. You know what I'm talking about? That Julia lady he's with.
Nah.
No.
My point to my statement was he was being a dick to his kids. I wasn't talking about Kim, so I wasn't necessarily talking about the experience he had with your stuff. I was just saying, kid-wise, that was unacceptable.
Yeah, I'm just pointing out timeline too. Like when he was dressing like he was robbing banks is when she announced she was with Pete. You know what I mean? Like,
No, I know. I'm just saying that when you said earlier how you were talking about your experiences, that wasn't where I was coming from when I was talking about my statements. I was only saying He was a dick to his kids.
Oh no! Yeah. Well, and I still agree with you that he acted out of hand. Like he shouldn't have ever put his children's information out there. I just mean like the feelings he felt. I understand.
Yeah, we were just trying to give him
no, his actions were wrong. Like I get why he did what he did, but I hold firm as wrong.
Yeah, like
I didn't
we were just trying to say we understand that like insane. The control, crazy feeling.
Yeah,
like those are emotions.
My kids.
I'm just trying to be clear on my end.
Yeah,
I'm not coming from anywhere.
So, in other words, we're all correct.
Yeah. Unbiased look at what was going on there with
Have a good day,
Kardashian
Grab.
West. But yeah, hey, you take it easy, Grab. We're gonna roll out of here too. I gotta figure out what I'm cooking for dinner. So.
Same.
It's everybody have a good evening. It was
you
excellent in the Discord.
Glad Lux came on.
I'm so glad.
I know. I'm glad I was able to join.
Me too.
Yay.
I was actually kind of rolling a bit, long, hoping I'd you'd get home, so maybe we get in with the JoJo's meme and do it right.
What's right though? Because I tried it last time and I didn't know. I guess I didn't know what right was. Like, what are we doing?
Well, I mess it up every time. You just keep doing what you're doing. I gotta go to outro and not click 3 other screens after I do the JoJo's meme, because everyone knows the JoJo's meme is the end of the show. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to do it successfully. I'm going to try.
I believe in you.
I love all of you in the Discord. All of your socials are going to be on the end screen, so everybody be sure to follow every face that every voice that you've heard here. And
follow me.
We'll be back. I probably won't stream tomorrow, but I'll be back.
I don't have anything to follow, but be a murky.
Follow us here. You can find Erica here. All right, gang. I love you guys to death. I'll talk to you later.
Love you too, bye!
Oh, all right, lady. We're gonna nail this. We're champions. We're like Ultimate Warrior champions.